morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Expeditions, a MudRunner game for what is live stream number 3, as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, hope your week is going well. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from last Thursday's stream. Last Thursday, we continued in Arizona and the Grand Canyon, opened up new outposts and learned new things about the game. We also completed a mission to find Brad and his trailer, which was an obvious Easter egg to Breaking Bad. And then we also needed to head to a new area to unlock more missions. We headed to Coconino, still as part of the Arizona maps, and for the first time, brand new area to explore as well. So far, so good with the game. I think there's still things that aren't properly explained, and that's not generally an issue as long as you can pick them up fairly simply. And I think we're getting there with it. It's just the few things we're not sure about, you end up needing to know, and there's no way of telling you test these things out. But we'll just crack on. We'll see what we can get done today. We've got 3.5 hours to do as much as we can, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I do have a delivery coming at some point this morning, so we may have to pause the stream for 2 minutes while I go and collect it. I got notified this morning that it's out. A really annoying time. I try and get things delivered like for the afternoon, but this delivery is meant to be coming between 10:30 and 11:30. So if it does arrive on time, apologies, but we'll have to just quickly run and answer the door. It shouldn't affect too much, but yeah, just warning you guys that may happen. Massive thank you to everyone who's watched the channel update. It's always much appreciated how many of you guys watch it. It's alright, so my phone changed what it's going to be doing. What am I saying? The platinum trophy video for Ghost of Yotai will go live tomorrow morning, as we're not streaming tomorrow morning, as I still try and catch up and not push myself beyond my limits. So that'll be tomorrow morning. Check out tomorrow. I think that's what I really need to say, to be honest. I've done everything I need to do, I believe, other than finish drinking my tea. I don't know if we need to load or continue, to be fair. It's an auto-save system, so I suppose continue should be absolutely fine. I always doubt where we're going to save, but we did test this out in the last stream because we weren't sure where we'd finish the save. But we are in Coconino in Arizona. And we are in the middle of a expedition as it stands. We will just catch up and see exactly what this requires in a second. Thank you for the like, but it was much appreciated. Right. So, this is the expedition we're currently on. Hidden Treasures of the Ford from the Arizona government. We studied old maps and found a marked place not far from the Ford. Who knows what might be stored there? Gold or perhaps priceless historical artifacts. We need to find this place and explore it properly. Who knows what could still be there? So we need to examine the stone molds at the Ford and also explore the area. So we've got to explore this area, and then further on we need to explore these stone mounds. First time in Coconino for us. We came in through the gateway from the Grand Canyon to here. We did head down here and pick up that mission on the Golden Path. That one down here. That required us to go to 3 different routes. So that's something we'll have to come back to in due course. There's lots of tasks to do here and contracts as well. It's just a case of trying to do these when we can, like take a photo near the pond, things like that. I think we have to have a camera on board for things like that. Ancient knowledge, find the ritual site and scan it. I think some of these we're going to have to look at. So the first map, where the tutorial kind of map, where we learned some of the parts of the game, we didn't 100% the map like we would normally do with most things we do. So I think we need to go back to that at some point to finish off, and it's all the other little bits of exploring and things we need to have a look at. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're starting off with, we are in... Can I tell you? Can I tell? Yeah, we're in the Step 310 ESE as our vehicle at this point, and we've picked up some stuff already. The scrap metal, anchors if we need them, jack screws as well. there is, if we saw on the map, this over here, an airdrop. Now, we haven't got much space on us, really. So my thinking is to leave the airdrop for the minute and head this way. The other thing we need to look at is rewards. So, do not use any other type of truck except off-road. Drive no further than 3,000 meters and complete the expedition. We gain an emergency reserve M for the Khan LO4F, and we get a new outpost as well. Now, I will say straight away that drive no further than 300 meters, 3,000 meters, sorry. The actual mission length was already more than that. It was 3,125 or something silly. So I don't quite know how that one's going to go. But we'll see how we do. So we need to continue on. If we get to here, and then get the drone out, and see if the drone can have a look around some of this area. So we need to head up this ridge here, I think, until we get to this area here. That's our plan. Tend to always have all-wheel drive on all the time. I just prefer it on, to be fair. Now, we've used the step vehicle before, and it's always been really good to us, to be fair. I still don't know whether we should just buy vehicles or wait till we unlock them. I didn't have a chance to have a look at a list to see if there is a list out there that says buy these ones because you're never going to find them in the wild. We have all the DLCs already on the game as well, so there is that fact that the DLC vehicles may show up as well. So we've got to be careful not to use them too soon. But yeah, in terms of vehicles that we should be using, I'm not sure. I want to be heading left here really, and then we'll get the drone out if we can. It's just the one thing I'm not sure of is, should we buy vehicles or wait until we find them? Because there will be some vehicles we potentially can't find. Yeah, generally how these games work. Right, if we get over here, then we'll send the drone up to see if we can scout this area. 8% explored as it stands. Stay there. Right, can I turn the engine off while we're here? I'm thinking of saving fuel, essentially. Up we go with the drone. Okay, 12%. So there's something there. Not too sure. That's a bridge, isn't it, to build? Would be my guess. Yeah, and that looks like we need to build a bridge there. Although I don't think that's going to tell us what we need straight away. What else have we got? Anything else showing up? It's quite cool that you can actually do these like explorations without actually driving there. You can just use the drone, it completes it as well. There's a pond area down here. 58% complete as it stands. Wait a second, that should be my little boy says at school. But yeah, there's a bridge that needs building with parts by looks of things as well. There we go, that's in the tried to. We're 61%. Let's just have a quick look on the map. Our drone currently is over here, so we need to come this way, don't we? Yeah, not towards our vehicle. To the left, so over this way. 65. 68. This is quite a nice change, because in other games, you obviously, like SnowRunner and stuff, to explore an area, you literally have to drive around. With this though, you don't. You can send the drone to do it for you, which I actually really like. So we've seen the bridge that needs building. I don't know if it's probably normally spare parts, isn't it, to fix a bridge? And I don't know if we're going to have them on us. I've gone out of the zone. Just about. So we've got a little bit more. So up here really. So if we fly past our vehicle, which is down here, and around the right hand side there, you can see in the distance where we've got to get to. But yeah, the plan will be to 100% every map as we try and do in everything we do. Same as Roadcraft. We'll mean going back to some to complete the tasks and the contracts and things. Right, there we go. That is that bit explored. That is done. In terms of how we're getting to where we want to get to, I'm not sure. So the bridge, generally spare parts are needed to build the bridge. I don't think we need it to get to where we're going. hopefully. Because if we back out and come down this way, okay. So whether we can get across here or not, or we need to come across here and up. All we're trying to do is follow this round, really. Some bits just do look a bit dodgy, to be fair. I think we need to go possibly across here and then follow this round that way. That's my thinking. Yeah, I think that might be our best route. Just how big is the... So how big drops are is also the issue, obviously. We haven't got spare fuel on us, so we're not too worried about fuel at this point. Right, what's this drop like here? Because on the map in most of these games we've found, the maps can be very deceiving. It may look like an easy route, and then you go to do it, and actually not an easy route. Or something that seems easy to get across tends to not be easy to get across. Right, we want to head straight along here until we get to this bit here. As long as that is as close as it shows. Obviously, as I say, the map can be deceiving, and it may not be anywhere near as close together as it seems. I'm hoping it is, though. But all this is opening up new parts of the map as well. Right, it's this bit here. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a drop than the map shows. You can get across there. Just take it nice and easy. Okay. And then from here, we want to try and go around this way, I think. Head down that way. As I say, very deceiving. We can send the drone up, actually, to scout this out, maybe. That's what the drone's for, isn't it? It's scouting. So let's send the scout out. Drone up. So we're currently down here. And our thinking is we want to be heading to this step ahead of us here. And then we follow this round the water all the way round. That's the thinking. Anything else around here? Yeah, it seems easy enough to drive along. I think we should be fine driving along here. Nothing seems... There's nothing really to see pick-up wise or anything. Seems all fairly simple. Part of me was hoping there'd be an airdrop or something, so we can potentially refuel. There's something there. What is that? Is that an airdrop? That is a... Okay, so that's a new mission there, essentially, then. Right, so we've seen we can go the way we thought we can go. That's all good. I really enjoy using the drone to have a look around ahead of time, to be fair. I think it's quite a good way of just checking out the route ahead of you. And in this day and age, obviously drones are everywhere, aren't they now? So it kind of makes them more modern as well. Try not to drop down a little bit on the left there. There we go. I think we're definitely going to have driven more than 3,000 metres by the end of this, so we might fail that one task. Bit of a drop to there. I want to go to the left, right here then. Until the drop is a little bit more shallow. I do enjoy driving this vehicle though. I think this is probably one of the best vehicles we have so far. The step. It just generally doesn't put a foot wrong. And it's powerful as well. You can feel the power when you're driving it, to be fair. Try and get around that tree. There we go. We've got lots of upgrades for this Khan vehicle. But we need to have a look whether we need... Oh, that's a bit damaged. We need to buy it, or we can unlock it. A few rocks causing issues. That's okay. But yeah, that's something we need to look at, is whether we need to buy it or we'll just find it and unlock it. It may be a reward eventually. quite a few upgrades, and we do get it by lots of things, because lots of the upgrades are found along the way. A lot of the missions at the minute are for upgrades for that specific vehicle. Right, I just want to check out where we're going here. So we want to keep going on this kind of left-hand side, don't we? To there, and then, yeah, we want to keep following this left. Mike Gold, good morning, how are you? It's been a little while, hasn't it? How are you doing? Fallen trees here to watch out for. A bit of damage on the vehicle isn't going to unduly affect it, so it doesn't matter. We don't need to fix it urgently or anything. That's alright, there's no reason to be sorry. We don't expect anyone to turn up. You know, life comes first at the end of the day, so there's no reason to say sorry. Okay, let's have a look. We'll pick up the mission while we're here. We always try and pick every mission up we can. Let's have a look. We're not going to follow this. Around the water. Water is rare enough here, so we'll have to get photos of it when we can. And this unlocks a high power winch as well. We'll have a proper look at that here. Around the water. We'll take a photo of the pond back down there, and then take another photo. I didn't mean to start tracking that. Over there as well. Okay. I think we have to have a camera on board for that, which obviously we don't currently have. So we'll have to come back, have a camera on board for that mission, I think. While we're here, let's quickly send the drone up again, and we can scout out ahead. So we're heading this way next. Oh wow, there's a water crossing coming up. In fact, that's where, oh, that water's flowing quick. Do you know what? That's quite a nice detail. You can actually see the current and how it's flowing. I like that. A lot of games obviously don't have that kind of detail sometimes, whereas I like the fact you can see it. So we're going to have to get across there, and that's where we're heading to. So we are nearly there. Obviously we're hoping that's the end of this expedition once we're there. The only annoying thing is obviously the scrap we picked up, we can't recycle it, it's not automatically sell it. Oh nice. How's the streaming going? Are you having many people join? Okay, trying to get around this tree here. Do you know what? I'm really liking the fact that there's no mud. It's all dry. Yesterday wasn't Sunday, yesterday was Monday. That's okay, it takes time to build that audience up, and it depends on time of day. You've got to think, you think about your audience and when they're likely to be online. Like we stream at the worst times possible. But I know this, but it's all we can do. So it's one of those things. As long as you try and stream the times that are good for you, but also try and get your audience times into consideration as well. Something I don't do, admittedly, but you should think about your audience and when they should be able to join. That's the thing to think about. Right, the issue we've got here is obviously we've got a fast running water here, and it looks fairly deep. We need to get across here. Now, the only thing we could do is we could stick an anchor over the other side and pull ourselves up that way, just in case we get stuck in the water. That may be our best option here. We may be able to go straight across, have no issues. It looks deep. Then these rocks on this right hand side probably are quite easy to get through. Or with speed we may be fine. We just got to get the engine out of the water. I think with speed we're actually probably okay, to be fair. I think let's go for it. It's going to go really badly wrong or go really well. Actually absolutely fine. It's not as deep as it looked. There we go. Nowhere near as deep as that looked. And we are here. We discovered a new ford, and we can now scan this area here, and that potentially should be expedition done, I believe. Let's start scanning. Okay. First scan bit. First scan point done. North is the next one, I think, looking at that. Got the little burst there to show us where we should be looking at. Number 2 done. Where's number 3? There it is. And that's all 3 done. It seems there's something left under the water. Maybe there's something valuable there. Scan complete. Oh, we're not done. Stage complete, but that's not the whole mission complete. So we need to find the stash among the stones. There's a gold nugget for us to find. I thought that was it, with the exhibition complete. But not by the looks of it. Okay. Stop there. Trade. There's a gold nugget. B4 good morning, how are you? Hope you're well today. There's the gold nugget, we can stick that across. There's nothing else here, there's no fuel, nothing we can take. That's okay, it's all good. You can unsub if you don't enjoy the content, it's all good. It's easy to forget though, to be fair. Okay, that's that done. So deliver the treasure to the outpost. We really found a real treasure, too bad we have to deliver it to the client. Good, glad you're good. Right, so we're heading to the outpost. Let's send our drone up just to have a look. So we're heading along here. So we need to cross the water, probably skirt along this left-hand side, I think. There's a lookout tower there, by the looks of things, an old one. Slightly leaning. There's also something just there. Tyler, try not to be a troll. It's all good. You're still absolutely fine. Why? I wouldn't have suspected you to be a troll, to be fair. Your first interaction when you join a chat doesn't generally say you're a troll with the way you say how are you kind of thing. That's all good. Right, there is something there. So that's something to look at there. Let's have a look this way. And then our outpost we're heading towards is over there. There's also that. That's going to be probably a mission related thing later, I would say. So there's lots of debris around as well that's fallen off that by the looks of things. So we're going to currently cross it there, come along here, see what this question mark is that's there, keep following this valley, and then potentially up here and round to that. I think it's the other side of there is where we're going. Can't quite see the end point at this point. There it is, just around there. I don't think there's any point risking going through that. Well, maybe it might be wide enough, to be fair. We'll see. But we need to get back across the water first. Getting across this point wasn't difficult. Hopefully this way isn't as well. No, it seems to be okay. Okay, got a little bit stuck on debris, I think, there. Or the rock. That rock's quite a weird shape. There we go. We're up and over. I don't mind if I pass this. Can I be in your chat for a second? Really? You're pushing me in the chat. No one can control who's in the chat. At the end of the day, anyone can, unless you put it as subscribers only, anyone can join the chat. The only rules we kind of have is just be nice to people. Treat others how you wish to be treated yourself, that's all. But as long as, you're not spoiling anything or having to go at people, there's no issue. But yeah, you don't really control who's in your chat unless you ban people. So it's all good. It's all gravy. Right, we'll see what the question mark is while we're here. Just passing it anyway. It's another task. There we go, new objective. Let's have a look. Doing me saying I'm polar. Give position out, but I don't. That's alright. How would anyone know, to be fair? Other than the way you message things and the vocabulary you use, unless that's very similar to another profile. And even then, we can't guarantee it's someone's alternate. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't believe in bullying. I don't agree with it. So this is wrong address. You won't believe it, but our equipment was mistakenly delivered to a completely different part of the desert. Okay. We would be grateful if you help correct this misunderstanding. We'll obtain a star-mounted rack and 6,300 credits. Let's have a quick look at this mission then and see what it requires. So we need to pick up the equipment that's over here. Obviously we're doing this now. And then deliver that somewhere else. By the looks of things. There's also another lost cargo there. What's that? Have we got that mission already, lost cargo? Not seeing it. No. No. So we can. There's another mission to pick up there as well. Which we'll try and grab now. I think we probably could head through here to get to our destination. So we'll pick up lost cargo mission on the way as well. Okay, let's keep going forward then. We should be able to get up this ridge is what I'm hoping. We'll go and pick up this other mission that's there. Because the more missions we have on us, the more we can do while doing other things. I don't know if I can get up there, to be fair. I think the next bit's more doable than that first bit. These channels look like it's bits where water's kind of flowed down, to be fair. Okay, I want to straighten up a little bit. Obviously, the only thing we're going to try to do is tip. There we go. We're up and over. Right, let's pick this mission up as well, so we've got it on our list of missions to complete at some point. And if we can do it on the way to something else, we will do. So this is lost cargo. It's so important to secure your load when using a trailer. Expeditions you passed through this area didn't heed that advice. Now we need to collect that cargo. No reason to let it go to waste. Wow, 14,400 credits. And we gain Angela Mayer, which is a specialist as well. We'll have a proper look at that mission now to see where this lost cargo is. So there's 3 lots of lost cargo to collect. They're all over the place. Places we've not been to as of yet. That's something we need to go and do in due course. Right, we're heading to the left and through this valley here. I think we're safe to go that way. That's our plan. Which is, hang on, to our left, and there should be a gap. I think it's there, isn't it, to our left. Fuel wise, we do need to refuel. I'm holding off just because I don't know why, to be fair. We could just refuel any time, but we don't need it currently. We've still got some. Okay, is that safe to travel? I think it is. I think that's okay to go through. This was the bit I was a bit unsure of. I wasn't originally going to go this way. I was going to go the longer way around thinking this may be too tight, but actually it's not too bad. And out the other side, and this should be potentially mission complete, I believe. We're delivering the nugget. And that'll be our first expedition of the day done. Deliver supplies. The resources are sufficient, 1 gold nugget. Task complete. And that is expedition complete. We drove further than 3,000 meters. I knew that was going to happen as the mission itself was further than that. We gained 20,100 credits from the Arizona government. We didn't use any other vehicle, so that's 1 bonus done, and we completed the expedition for the second. We gained the emergency reserve M for the Khan LO4F, which we don't have yet. And we also unlocked the Northwest Outpost as a new outpost as well. We travelled 4,079 meters. Wow. That mission itself took 55 minutes and 26 seconds itself. Yeah, hidden gems with Ford. We sold all the other stuff. I'm not a fan of selling everything, mainly because there was some stuff we didn't want to sell. But it's made us do it because we can't actually put them in anything. Why can't I go back up? I want to go up to see what else is there. Oh, there you go. So back to headquarters now, and we'll see what our next expedition is. First expedition of the day done. We do need to do a lot of the side stuff, but it's just doing it. Well, we need to head back to Little Colorado at some point just to finish off the things there. But we'll stick to Arizona for the time being. So, Grand Canyon, we've still got missions locked in the Grand Canyon. We need to do missions in Coconino first, which is just where we were. So let's head back to Coconino. So you've got free roam as well to complete other things around the area. We've unlocked free roam mode for Coconino, sorry. You can explore at your own pace, fill the contracts free from expeditions. Again, that will be something we need to look at, I think. So we finish at midday, Tyler, we finish at midday. So I'm from the UK. We start at 8:30 AM GMT. We finish at 12 PM GMT. So 3.5 hours. That's kind of physically as much as I can do before I'm pushing myself too much. Right, our next mission is urgent repair from the Arizona government. Observation towers are essential for keeping disasters at bay, but for all they do for us, we must take care of them. First things first, what condition are they in? That's for you to find out. Bring us back some photos and we can assess how much degradation they've suffered out there in the elements. Oh, objects, bridge construction. Okay. Requirements, we need an operator as a specialist. Let's have a look at this. Drive no further than 3,700. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, it's exactly what it says. Recognize at least 3 unknown points using metal detector. Okay, so we need a metal detector on top, by the looks of things, and obviously complete the expedition. We also gain an emergency reserve M for the AFIM S1960 as well. So recognize at 3 unknown points. It's an interesting one for metal detector. Yeah, UK for me. We're in Suffolk. Well, yeah, I'm in Suffolk, but we're on the border of Suffolk, Cambridgeshire, and Essex. Kind of in a kind of middle area. Well, East Anglia, I would say. Okay. Doesn't say what vehicle we have to use here, does it? All it says we have to take specialist, and we have to specialist, and we have to have the what's we call it? That I can't remember the name of. Metal detector. That's what I was thinking. The interesting thing here is it looks on the map. There's a few different places to go to. Doesn't tell us the vehicle. I think we take 2. We were umming and ahhing about this on the last stream that we should have more vehicles than just 1, because if you get in trouble, at least you've got a second one to help you. Oh, you're in New South Wales, are you? Nice. So I think we take an off-road truck and a scout, is my thinking. As I say, I don't really know if we're going to unlock more trucks or we need to start buying them. Because we did, that's a DLC, so ignore that. DLC, Scout 800, that's the one from SnowRunner that I tend to roll lots and lots. Lodestar, that's the base Lodestar. We have the Lodestar 1700 already. That's the DLC. I didn't know it was a DLC vehicle, to be fair. Crocodile, 80,000. Okay, so they're now beyond their price point. Right. Yeah, I think we take. I want to take a vehicle and an off-road vehicle and a scout vehicle. I think is our best shot here. Can these have? You stream this, do you? What do you stream them? Streaming GTA. Oh, okay, nice. You completed 3 missions or did the same mission 3 times? Let's have a look at the Lodestar. So this can't have a metal detector, can it? Not by the looks of it. No. So that can't have a metal detector. But then we also know there's potentially a bridge to build, isn't there? So let's take... I think we take the Lodestar 1700 SE. That's one of our vehicles we'll take. It's got, on the back, we've got a frame as a bed to carry there. Not worried about anything else there for it. Roof. Oh, this can have a metal detector on. Okay, I think we'll put a metal detector on this as well. That's a free upgrade. Pickup bed looks quite cool. Bumper will leave. They're saying that. We have said about searchlights before, haven't we? Slight boost of visibility at night. We have had issues with visibility previously. I think we stick the searchlight on. I think the more lights we have, the better. Rims don't matter. We can go for a short flatbed. We currently have the short side bed on as it stands. I think we keep that on as it is. Okay, and then let's add that to our team. And then we also want a scout vehicle, I think, here as well. That's already got the metal detector on. So let's chuck the Don on. Is there any other upgrades we need to do to this? I didn't check the actual upgrades to the vehicle. Semi-automatic engine we can change to, although that doesn't say there's no change in power, strength or fuel consumption there. Many moons ago, yes, but a long time ago now. Suspension. I have a lift kit. I do like the lift kits. Let's put the lift kit on. Obviously, rock crawler kit is what we want eventually. Tyres wise, currently this one has the 31 AS1s. I think we go with the 2s. We don't need mud tyres on this. There we go. Stock winch is fine and engageable. There. I think that's fine. Reinforced bumper is currently reinforced. Metal detector. We've got the bull bar bumper on the front. Rims don't matter. Ignore colours as well. I'm not fussed about colours. Okay, so Don 71 I think we'll add to our team. I just want to quickly go back to the Lodestar. We didn't check engine upgrades and things. So currently we're on the SI 6V 1900. We can buy the better engine here. Probably worth buying it. Increases power and strength. Let's buy that as it's unlocked. Currently using the stock gearbox. We can buy the semi-automatic. It doesn't really change anything. I think we can hold off on that. Suspension, currently stock. Tyres, currently using the 41 UADs 1 all-terrain. I'm not a massive fan of the all-terrain. I do prefer the off-road tyres, to be fair. So I think we swap to those ones. Stock winch as it stands, that's fine. Snorkel. I do try and put snorkels on vehicles, mainly because you just never know. Okay, I think that's our 2 vehicles. Inventory. Now, what do we want here? We do need to take a camera to take pictures at some point. We saw that. That's a camouflage. So some of the missions we have on are to take pictures, but I don't know if we're going to be passing them places to do it. Although this kind of anything on sideboards anyway. I think we want portable bridge small, tow rope, GPS track. I think we want a jack screw and an anchor. We found they're kind of a must to have on us, to be fair. Streaming this Western game. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I've played that personally, not on the channel. It's not one of vote yet to be done on the channel, but yeah, it's something that people have asked for a few times. It's a really good game, to be fair. I enjoyed it when I played it. So the Lodestar's ready to go. Let's have a look at the Don. Now, for the Don, again, I think an anchor is the most important thing. We have used a jack screw as well, actually. Let's put those on. Okay, I think we're good to go. We need an operator as a specialist. So we've got Lance Silver and a Kane Ishida, ignoring the DLC too. Drones can trade plus 50 meter range, marks airdrops. 200 meter plus range, 20 meter height, 50 meter partial scout, marks airdrops. I think we're better off with her, to be fair. Let's say we can trade with the drone, but I think we're better off with the distance more than anything else. So let's do that. Do we understand the mission first? We're going to check out what condition. Bring us back photos. I'm assuming it will just take the photos when we're in the right position. I don't think we need to take a camera or anything. Otherwise it would probably tell us, to be fair. And we're going to use the metal detector as well. I think we're set. I think them two vehicles between them is probably going to be okay. I hope. Let's deploy. Yeah, Lodestar. We've got buildings we can build here as well. There's a couple of missions here to pick up as well, to be fair. Our first point of interest is over here. So we can build some buildings. There's 2 missions to pick up, so we'll grab those as well, I think. So let's start the expedition. Second expedition of the day. Finished the first one which we started in the last stream. In Coconino, and now we're on to this one. So, building wise, I'm not sure. Yeah, no worries, Tyler, no worries. Okay, what I'm thinking, we were trying to work out last time how to change vehicle, to be fair, and it took us a minute to work it out. There we go. Let's change to the Dawn. There's 2 missions here to pick up. So I think we'll quickly go and unlock those 2 missions first. We'll use the Dawn though for that. Change truck, there we go. And what we'll do, we'll stick on the metal detector while we're heading that way as well. I know it's saying green behind us, but go and just find out what these missions are. It's a new objective here. Photo hunting. The local zoological institute is interested in the local fauna, specifically those with camouflage or excellent hiding skills. We place the cameras at the indicated point. Sooner or later, we should get our shots. And this is for high mount snorkel as well. Let's have a quick look at this mission and where it is. I forgot the name of the mission, to be fair. It's photo hunting, that's the one. Got lots of missions now showing up. Again, if we can do this on the way to something, we'll do it. So you need to pick up the equipment from there and then install 3 camera traps. So until we've picked up the equipment, we can't really do that. Although it does say optional, but yeah, we can't do that currently. That's fine. There's another mission though we've now got on our list to do at some point. Another one over here as well. So this is out of the dirt. This is for a new vehicle. That's quite good. This is for the AFIM S1960. We've got some upgrades to that already, I think. Don't even ask me how I managed to drive the truck out there. All I need is to get it out of there. Believe me, worth your time. What gold is it? What time is it where I am, Mike? It is 10 past 9 in the morning for me. 10 a.m. GMT. Okay, let's have a proper look at this mission and see what it needs. Out of the dirt. Pull the vehicle. Oh, okay. Put out and deliver the stuck truck. Is that it? Where are we delivering it to is my question. If it is literally there. Oh no, there we go. So it didn't show up. The stuck truck is over here, and then we need to bring it back over here. Yeah, I did think it seemed a bit too easy considering it was exactly where we were. But yeah, so that's the 2 missions there. They're all picked up now. Now there is something showing up to our right here. You go and have a look. It did say metal detector, you need to find 3 new points. So whilst we're here, let's have a look at what this is. It is also getting dark as well. We did find out how to switch lights on in the last stream, which was quite handy, to be fair. Getting stuck on the rocks a little bit here. Don't think we can get over there, to be fair. Or can we? Yeah, we can. Ish. No, it doesn't like that. Over the rocks. There we go, we head to the left here. I think it's up here, so where this bit we're looking for is. I think we just beached ourselves. Yeah, we beached ourselves. That's annoying. Okay. Well, we have got... we did put on a anchor point. Okay, where can we put the anchor? Annoyingly, not ahead of us. We can put an anchor there, though. There we go. Say that, it's not happy with it. Thought that would be perfect, the anchor point. Let's do... In fact, let's... Oh, we are. I was driving, it wasn't doing anything. Thinking about driving seems to be a better option. I might have got it in reverse, that's why. Okay, we're a little bit stuck on there though. We're only here to have a look if we can find what this metal detector point is, to be fair. It's the only reason we came up here. This thing just keeps... There we go. I think we're over. We fully over, or are we stuck again? Let's release the winch. That... Our metal detector's out of batteries. Can we connect it? Yeah, we can. LVs, good morning, how are you? Okay. We connected the back of the vehicle to the anchor point. That way the aim was for it to pull us forward using that, and it worked. Release the winch. Can we get up? Help with the tree, maybe. In fact, if we reverse back a little bit, my hope is it will be able to lift up the front end with the winch. There we go. Still quite a high jump up, isn't it? That's the only thing. Yeah. All I was trying to do is look at where the metal detector was showing there was something here. I think what we do is release the winch, turn the vehicle off and jump in another one. I think that's the best. We'll jump in the Lodestar and crack on with what we were trying to do. Yeah, but it's going to be a while, I think. You got 15 minutes to your food arrives then. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy to add it to the vote, but it'd be a while because we've got number 1 and 2 to do of Kingdom Come, haven't we? So I think it'll be a while before we're ready for anything, to be fair. But yeah, we can add it to the vote, that's not an issue. You'll stream Red Dead tomorrow as well, are you? I thought you did Cars, Mike, when you stream. Right, we want to be heading up here then and see what this first tower is like. We're going to ignore the other vehicle. There is a reason we bought 2. don't think we need to build anything at this point. We picked up the extra missions, but there's nothing really we can do with them on the way to where we're going now. We want to be going... Well, it looks like there's a little climb-up point over here to our left. There we go. Oh, a little bit of engine. That's not the worst thing in the world, though. Not going to get up there, is it? To be fair, we're trying to go up this other bit, and he kind of caught on the rock and went more left than I wanted. There we go. And then up this next bit as well. Different vehicles what we used in the last one, but we are trying to change the vehicles we use each time. So we're not just using the one vehicle. This is the first tower we can now inspect. So let's do that. Let's start scanning. It's not very interesting to watch somebody play, Mike. Do you not like it? Do you not like it, LVs? I've not played it in years. I played it when it first released years and years ago and really enjoyed it. But you said you're playing it as well, Tyler. If it's boring, why are you playing it? I think the tree's the only thing keeping that watchtower upright, to be fair. The tower's almost fallen down. It's only supported by a tree. We need to take a picture of it. Okay, we need to drive a little bit forward here to take a picture. Start scanning again. This is for the picture. So we need to... There's the tower. Take a photo of the damage. Just got to make sure it's in focus. There we go. We can zoom in as well. There we go. Perfect picture. Damaged tower. Job done. You're mixed on it, are you? Like I say, I played it when it first released. I've not played it since, so it may have dated badly now. I'm not sure. People have asked us to stream it, but it's never won a vote. It's never even come close to winning either, which is interesting. Nice, Tyler. Thing is, everyone's got their own things they enjoy. Not everyone's going to like the same games, are they? But yeah. So your view's quite interesting, LVs. Just because of how many people have asked for it, but yet it's never won a vote. I think it's an interesting take. Right, we need to cross the water here. Oh wow, we're heading all the way over here. Wow, okay. We've got a long way to drive this time then. We're heading all the way back over. I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. We've got to find some other things on the way, the metal detector. Yeah, that is a long way to go, isn't it? Okay, well, we have done that route before. It's not the end of the world. It's just surprising we're going all that way. We'll head back across the ford that's here, and then we'll find our way that way. Fuel-wise, we should be fine. What spares have we got? I've got no spare fuel on us. Okay, that's interesting. I thought we'd have spare fuel at least. We haven't. Okay, we should be okay though. Right, how are we getting down from where we are? We want to be heading down here roughly, don't we, I think? And across that way. So towards the tower and then down to its left or right? I can't really see exactly. We may be able to pick some fuel up from some places we find. What we'll do, we'll quickly stick on that as well. And then we can see what we find. There is something behind us, so that's behind us now. Okay, that's more of a drop than I would like. What about to the right? It all looks droppy, doesn't it? Let's just turn that off for a second and stick out the drone. Okay, what is our... Oh, there is a down section there, to be fair. And then over here, this way... No, it's back further. So we can get down that bit there. I think that's our way down then. Why can we not have all-wheel drive on? Does this not have all-wheel drive? I assumed it did, but maybe it doesn't. Right, where is the bit we just saw to go down here? Because I'm not suddenly seeing it. That's weird. I swear we just saw it a minute ago. There's the tower. Oh, it's actually... No, there isn't. Actually, there isn't one. There is one. It's there. But it's... Yeah, it's actually steeper than you realise there. I thought we could drop down there, but maybe not. What about over here? Is that just a straight drop? I think it's a straight drop there, isn't it? Yeah. If you don't know what Hungry Jack's is, a similar on Burger King, they don't really like Burger King. Oh, okay. Oh, well, the real name's Steve, or Stephen, but I go by Steve. I haven't been called Stephen in years, not properly. Okay, our best, we may have to go back on ourselves to go down, maybe. Potentially, we could go down there. It's very droppy, though. We may be better off just going backwards and going down, back through that bit there, I think. No point risking it for the sake of it. We've only just started the expedition. I don't think there's much point in risking it. So, let's head backwards. Let's quickly turn on the metal detector. Because there was something nearby we can go and have a look at. And part of the mission for the bonus awards is actually finding a certain amount of these points of the metal detector. So something to our left. That's a tree. Ignore the tree. We didn't just hit it. So something to our left. So we're heading down that way anyway. We could head back to base here actually and go and have spare fuel on us as well, to be fair. Right, something over there. By the looks of things. I think we head back to base, grab more fuel, make sure we've got spare fuel on us, and then we'll head over to the other side. I didn't realise we were going that far, to be fair. There's something up here. Might as well grab it while we're here, and it's one of the things towards the bonus rewards. Although saying that, that's right up there. Can we get up there? Oh, there's an upgrade there. There we go. That's what we need to find, is an upgrade. Now we just need to go and collect it. What? 67. It's a meme from last year that's died out. That meme's old now. My little boy does it occasionally. But yeah, that meme's kind of stopped, to be fair. I still never understood. It's a dance though, isn't it? Just saying the words actually doesn't matter. It's the dance that goes with it, is the actual meme, I think. Right, can we get up there from here? Because obviously we can grab the upgrade now. That's a bonus. I'm just seeing... Drive along here, maybe. And then... Yeah, we need to drive all the way along the ledge to get on there by the looks of things. We may as well grab the upgrade while we're here. It just says coming back that way. And we want to refuel here anyway. And have spare fuel on us before we head out over to the other side. We've got quite a long distance to go to do the rest of this mission. It's never going to be close together, were they? Or that's the thing. Don't go down there. Don't know if we picked the wrong vehicle here, just because it hasn't got all-wheel drive, which I do prefer having on. Especially when you're going across awkward terrain. We don't want to use the same vehicle every time, so we try and change where we can. Right, let's grab the upgrade, at least then that's that done. See what vehicle it's for as well. So UAD IV. Advanced tyre set designed for balanced overall performance on all types of terrain, and it is for the Bandit, the Action, the Action SE, The Warthog. So we do have 2 of those 4 vehicles that now we can have new tyres for as well. Right, we need to head down here to go and grab some fuel. Yeah, this can't have all-wheel drive then. I thought it did. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how we get down from here at this point. Can we just drop, or is that too far a drop is the question? I think it's too far. There's a scout vehicle over there. Yeah, I think that drops too much. Well, actually, maybe not here. I think this is okay. Because the mission's now taking us further afield, we want to make sure we've got enough resources on us, really, before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Still really don't know what modules to build as well. It's something that I've been unsure of since we started this. Is what spare modules we should really have, or what's going to help us. Spare parts, we'll top those up fully, just to be sure. Wheels we can't. Batteries, there we go, restock those. Mainly for our metal detector. And do we want anything else? Not really, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're good. Right, we know where we're going. Just a case of getting there. It's over all the way over the other side of the map. It's actually near the gateway from Grand Canyon into Coconino. That gateway there we're heading towards. So where we started the first expedition of the day, that was the continuation of the last stream. Now, will the lack of all-wheel drive on this be an issue, is the question. I do prefer the off-road, I think, to the Scouts. Scouts are so easy to get stuck, I find. As an off-roader, you can just do more. As well as tip over like that, I really don't want it to do. There we go. A little bit of damage isn't the end of the world. It's not affecting the power or the vehicle itself too badly. It's okay. We've already picked up that mission, so that's already on our list. Right, let's have a quick look where we're heading. So we want to be heading down here. We've got to get back across the ford that's here. So we need to head basically towards that mission and down, follow the ledge around. Time will tell whether we pick the right vehicle or not for this. As I say, I'm sure I thought this vehicle had all-wheel drive. It may not matter. It may not actually be something that we really badly need, but it may be. I didn't see the drop down there, but there is a bit down there according to that. Although there is a bit down there actually, if we'd stayed on this. We can stay on this shelf a bit, and there is a drop down over there, it seems. Let's reverse up. We did add a searchlight to this vehicle as well, not really seeing what it's doing. Right, we'll put that on. Metal detector's on. For the bonus rewards, we need to find 3 points. With the metal detector, we've done 1 so far. So we'll see how many more we can find. Yeah, definitely prefer the off-road vehicles, I think. They've just got more power to them. They're maybe not as agile, but I think they work better, I feel. Right, according to the map, there is a way down here. Doesn't look like it's that nice of a way down though, does it? I think it does mean that is a nasty drop. According to the map, which obviously we've seen, the map is very deceiving at times. Slowly does it. Slowly does it. This may be where all drive becomes a problem, or lack thereof. No, we're okay. Try not to beach the vehicle. There we go, we're up and over. Oh, okay, is that saying there's something to our left? Or two things to our left, to be fair. We need to get across the island first, though. Right, how will this do in the water? That's the question. Again, this is where we find if we pick the wrong vehicle or not. Can't quite get it to go over those rocks. Okay, back up. Got to keep that engine. We have got a snorkel on this, so that hopefully will help. Beached it. We have got anchors if we really need them. We may need them, to be fair. Yeah, completely beached it. Right, anchor time. This is why we bring anchors with us, just in case. Will it allow us to place them any is the question, because there is that bit underwater. There we go, that will do. Come on. This needs a little bit of help over the rocks, to be fair. Okay, we're over. Just needs a little bit of help there. I'm assuming the anchors stay forever once we put them in place. Be my assumption. Right, we're going to cross the water again here. Now, we did say part of this mission, or expedition I should say, included bridge building. Now, we have seen a bridge over this side. Whether or not we actually need to do it now, I don't know. But it was on the mission list of things this way. We got ourselves beached again, haven't we? Sometimes you can crab walk it out. I will say, I prefer the vehicle we used first thing today, which was a Lodestar. This isn't turning out to be the best vehicle choice. It just struggles against all the rocks. Whereas the Lodestar was good on just about everything. Maybe put another anchor out down here. It's just the rocks it can't seem to go. Can we go low range? See if that helps. Don't think it will. There is some movement from crab walking. Massive amount though. Yeah, I think we do another anchor potentially. We're saying that it's going back. If we reverse this out and try and go more to the right, maybe. It's that first rock there we're getting caught on. So if we can go back a bit to the right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, definitely not as nimble and easy to drive as the Lodestar was. This is the thing with changing vehicles all the time though. You always try and change vehicle where we can. And you're going to find some vehicles aren't as good as others. And I think this is a good example of that. We have to make do with what we chose. I still have 2 points of interest ahead of us here. No fancy blowing the horn. Right, there's a blue one coming up here as well. Can't for life remember what blue is. Each colour does mean something different. Oh, airdrop. There we go. Let's see what the airdrop's got. So you can dinosaur rib. We don't need the other jack screw. Take that, and we can restock our fuel while we're here. I don't want to take all the fuel because obviously I don't think the airdrop ever restocks. So I think what's used is used. What I might really do though is fix the vehicle. There we go. And I might restock that with this airdrop. Just because I think we may need some of these spare parts for bridge building. So I play Minecraft, my little boy, he has his own little server. Although it doesn't always work, the server's a bit hit and miss through Minecraft, I find. But me and my boy play it together. I won't do it on the channel. It doesn't interest me. I only play it with him because he wants to be fair. Right. So from here, we want to head round this way that we went before. So there is a bridge there. That's what would make me think we need to build a bridge. We don't need to be fair. But it did say on the mission there was a possibility of it. That's the thing. Right, we've got what we needed. Let's crack on. Just grab a drink. Yeah, so I play my little boy on his server. We picked up this mission previously, so we already have that. And again, it's not on the way as far as I can tell. I don't know if we should probably... There's more stuff to the left there, isn't there? So we found 2 points of the 3 needed for the side mission, the side objective, the extra rewards. There is more behind us, but I think we'll keep going forwards. I think potentially we'll find more as we keep going anyway. I'm not sure when we need to start looking at some of these side missions. Obviously if they're on the way to something we're already doing, it makes sense. Some of the things we're going to specifically have to aim to go and do. But it's just working out when is the best time for that. I think we need to take a picture there, don't we? But again, going up there is tricky from where we are. You need to go up this way kind of thing. We want to be heading along this edge here. We're basically going for this crossing there. So we just need to keep that ridge on our left hand side. Whoa! That was a bigger hit than I expected. Yeah, that wasn't good. Can't do anything tyre, suspension we can fix. Just took too much speed I think and hit the rock a little bit too much. Didn't think that would be as big a problem as it was, to be fair. Careful of these rocks that jut out then, really. Yeah, that was a bigger hit than I expected. All there. I think it's the first time we've done a big hit that's actually affected the performance of the vehicle. Okay, we kind of got stuck down a little hole there. Kind of sucked us in more than I wanted. Okay, let's just double check where we're heading now. You don't play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite either, to be fair. Doesn't interest me in the slightest. I think we need to head onto this ledge up here. We've kind of come down a little bit too much, I think. We're aiming for that bit crossing there. So I think we need to be slightly above where we are. Which actually we can get to, it's not an issue. Definitely I'm noticing the lack of all-wheel drive. It is very noticeable when trying to navigate bits like this. The vehicle just doesn't seem as nimble. So you live and learn. Let's quickly top these batteries up. There we go. We need one more point of interest, I believe, with the metal detector. And that will be the extra rewards done. Okay. Well, there's 3 things showing up here. Let's just have a look where we're heading. So here, we want to be going up this next bit here. We're basically trying to get all the way over here. And for this next bit, we want to be going through the trees. Because we saw the bridge up here previously with the drone. Yeah, I think up here. And then we came along here last time. Obviously there is an airdrop there we could head to. It means navigating through the water. But to get up, I think, past the trees and to the right is our point to go up. I think at some point there is going to be a bit of just driving around just to find things, it would seem. Okay, we're not getting up there, are we? That looks on the map so easy to get up, but I don't think it is from here. There's no way we're getting up there. There is a kind of step here though. Maybe that's a better option, is that step there. We just need to turn round. Say that, actually. It goes down. Yeah, I think the step behind us is probably the way forward. Yeah, Fortnite's one of those things I've never played, it's never interested me, although I'm not a massive fan of Battle Royales anyway. There. Minecraft's okay. I enjoy playing with my little boy because he enjoys it more than anything else. Other than that, it's just, I don't know, it just gets a bit boring after a while, I find. Can we get up? Okay, we need to approach this from a slightly different angle. We want to go over this way. I can always put an anchor up if we need to. There we go. There we go, winch to the tree. Job done, we're up. Right, hopefully, we need to head to the airdrop because we're going to need new batteries. Because this thing's about to run out of batteries. Our metal detector. Okay, so from here, we want to head to our left a little bit. We are going to head down to the airdrop. It would be handy to grab the batteries. If it has any there. Although that's more of a drop than I expected actually down to that water. We angled it past the tree. I think there's a way down here to our right. There is. I don't know how deep that water is, that's the only other issue. It doesn't look too bad actually, as long as we can get up the other side. There we go. Obviously we already found this airdrop, so this won't count towards other rewards. Dinosaur femur in as well. Fuel wise, we may as well top it up while we're here. We've still got a long distance to travel. We'll fix the vehicle and then top up again with spare parts. There we go. Right. So from here we need to head along here by the trees and back up this way. There's the road, and then from there we need to decide how we're getting up here. I'm going to head to bed. No worries, Tyler. No worries at all. Thanks for dropping by, Tyler. Much appreciated. Have a good one. See you soon. Thanks, Tyler. Okay, so yeah, head along this ledge here, and we need to climb along here, I think. By the looks of that. Oh, that didn't have batteries, did it? So we are probably going to run out of batteries on our metal detector in a second, without finding the third bit that we need. It does say blue's right near us, behind us here. The quicker that's going, the closer they are. But so although it says it's behind, I think it's up on that ledge though. I don't think it's here. Such batteries have gone anyway. What we might do before we finish the expedition, we may jump back into the scout vehicle maybe and see if we can find another point of interest to get the bonus rewards that way. There we go, we're up and over. Okay, I can't turn it off because the batteries are out. I did wonder if I could turn it off to be fair. Right, we can see the tower we're heading towards. It's quite high up as well. We've got to find a way up there to be fair. This was the town where we came into originally when we first came over to Coconino. So, we need to decide how we're getting up there. Obviously, we don't know the route, we've got to figure it out. Now, there is a bit of a climb here, but then once you get to here, it becomes really awkward. You've got something over that way, there's fallen rocks. There's quite a lot around that way as well. There is a road this way. I wonder if we follow the road and then come round, because obviously we can see it in the distance, but we don't know. I think the road might be the way forward here. Let's jump in the drone quickly and have a look. Although that actually looks climbable. On the map, that doesn't look climbable over here, but actually, that does look like it is from here. That's obviously the place to travel back. I think that's the travel back bit. Yeah. I think we can climb that slope. It definitely didn't look doable on the map, but looking at it in person, I think that's doable. Yeah, I think we can get up there. It shouldn't look too much of a problem, to be fair. Let's head up. Definitely looked worse than it was. Or is. I say that now, because we haven't got all-wheel drive, we may find this can't do it. That's actually a bit of a concern. Although we can put anchors down if need be, so if we do get stuck, we can always use anchors to help pull us up. So let's see if we can get up there. We've got loads. We haven't got a diff block either. Let's see how it does. Very bumpy and stony. We did put new tyres on this though. Discovered a new climb. And we're trying to do the climb as we're discovering it. Yeah, this has got better tyres on, so that's something at least. I think we're okay. I was saying how awkward this was to drive with lack of all-wheel drive, but actually, it's grown on me just because of how it's doing. Another climb. He's definitely managed to pull it out of the bag more than I thought it would. Right, second tower. We're here. Let's scan it. Oh, I missed it. Try again. It's the first time I've missed one of those, to be fair. You can see the damage at the bottom, all the stuff that's fallen off it. It's some metal. I think we'll need to get a picture of this as well. I don't know if this is the last one. Maybe more to do yet. As part of this mission. There we go. The hull of the tower began to collapse and needs to be repaired urgently. So the bottom is starting to collapse. We need to get a picture of this for the Arizona government. Just to show the damage. Okay, where are we? There it is. We need to make sure it's in view. I think we need to wait till it goes green, I think, all the way round. Let's come out of it. So we had green round the sides. No, wrong zoom. So we want each bit has to show up as green. There we go, so that's right. Now we need to get the focus. There we go, that's what we wanted. That's the tower done. Where are we heading next? Okay, stage complete. We've got to explore an area. Okay, let's have a look where we're going for that. Oh wow, all the way back over here. Okay. Wasn't what we'd hoping for. All the way back over there is where we need to go. We have got the option of bringing the scout vehicle from over there to there, to be fair. I don't know how the scout vehicle would do in the Ford though. That's the only issue. I think we'd use the vehicle we're in. I think we can get back over there. To be fair, obviously we haven't really been over that area before. We can use the drone as well to scout it out. What are these missions here? Take a photo of the pond. That one. Pick up the equipment. Well, while we're here, we may as well definitely take the photo. Not sure about that one though, depending where that equipment needs to go. because it doesn't tell us yet. It was delivered to the wrong address. Yeah, it doesn't quite tell us where it needs to go, which is a bit of the concern. Right, I suppose we head back down the way we came up, to be fair. I didn't think there'd be more than 2 towers. I should have guessed that it wasn't going to be that simple. So we're going back down the big climb. Just going to take it easy going down here. And then we're heading to a new part of this map we've not been to yet. We're not explored. As I say, I'm really impressed with this. Obviously, lack of diff lock, lack of all-wheel drive was a concern, but actually, done okay. So we can always head up and try and build that bridge while we're here. We probably have enough spare parts on us to do it. I think we're 250. That is probably enough, to be fair. If we head back to the abandoned town over here, and then we'll work out where we're going. Oh, okay, a bit too quick through there. Right, let's have a look. So, the road does go this way. In fact, the road follows through if we wanted to. There's the climb for the bridge by looks of things. That does need building at some point. But yeah, the road does kind of follow us there, so we could follow this road here, and that may be the best way to go. Always send the drone up as well if you wanted to have a look around, see if we can find an airdrop or something. We do need some batteries, ideally, for the metal detector. But it's not. If we don't get the other reward, it's not the end of the world. We would like to try and get all the rewards we can every time we do things, but sometimes it's not going to happen. We're driving the set distance, I don't think it's going to happen either, to be fair. The watering hole there. Right, I believe the road was over. Okay, we need to head to the right. The road is over to our right. Kind of come along here a bit too left. That's okay. The cactus caught the vehicle. Right, there we go. Can't really see the remains of the road that was here, to be fair. Oh, there's something coming up. What's that yellow bit there then? I vaguely make out a trail, to be fair, for the road. What is that? Okay, this needs supplies. We've got the supplies on us so we can do it. This is an obstacle to clear. Task complete. So it's cleared the debris from there by the looks of things. So we can now head through there. I'm glad we have the spare parts, to be fair. These maps do have a lot to find on them as well. It's not as simple as just drive A to B. There's so much else to see and do alongside the expedition. As I say, I think in free roam there's going to be lots to try and do and clear, mission-wise as well. We are focusing mainly on the expeditions at the minute, but maybe we need to have a look at some of these side things as well. Although if we're passing, we do try and complete them as part of the expedition, but it's not going to always be possible. Right, what I'm going to quickly do, send the drone up just to have a scout around, see if there's anything around us for the drone to find. I don't know if the drone has to be a certain height to actually discover things. I keep going really high up to have the best vantage point. I don't know if that's always needed. Nothing's really showing up at the minute, to be fair. Okay. Now, there was a secondary mission here, but okay, it's up to this ledge over here. So we keep following this road around, and then we need to come off where there's a signpost there by the looks of things. Come off at the signpost and head this way. And then from here we can head along the ledge. Take the picture for around the water. That's a simple one to do. The other one we can do another time, and then we keep heading round to the mission we're on. And we can send the drone up to explore that as well. So we follow this road. It's not as simple as making out the road today, it's more of a track. Definitely degraded over time. Watch out for the debris in the road there, an old cart or something. Right, we're looking out for the signpost to then head more to the right. I think there's a signpost coming up actually. Around the corner. Trying to work out exactly where it was. It's just around the corner here. There we go. And then we're going to head to the right here. I don't know how much we should be sending the drone up to see if there's anything to pick up and find. Probably more than we are, to be fair. Okay, we're going to be heading through there by the looks of things. See where the road used to go, up this climb here. We've got a side mission over this side, taking a picture. Somewhere over there, I think. Let's say we're 2% explored as well, but we're near the area, I think. Yeah, we do want to go and get the picture done if we can. We're up this way. Not seeing anything else sharp though, no signs, points of interest or anything. So we're heading to roughly this bit here, then head across, I think. What we could do actually is actually track this, then we can see where it is more accurately. So heading up that climb and then to the right. Look at a bit of the water here. There we go. And then I think we're at the right level to start heading right in a second. Just make sure we're at the right level first. I think it's this one here. Okay, it's not liking that, so I'm on 30 minutes away. Okay, so I have got a delivery coming today saying it's going to be 30 minutes away. I just got myself completely stuck. I might have done actually. Can't. I turned to try and get up and obviously couldn't. There's no winch points nearby either, is there? Okay, we're going to need to swing the front end round essentially. Yeah, just haven't got it. Maybe, no, crab walking it works. There we go. Do find crab walking it can sometimes really help. Need to be a bit more to this left. You can see the difference in the slope. The wheels are getting stuck there. We need to be more to this left hand side. There we go, it's okay. Wasn't planning to reverse onto there, but the angle's still not right. Cannot get the angle right to get on there. Let's go this way. I wasn't intending to go backwards, but we're here, we may as well. It lines up, there we go. Okay, we're going for the picture, which is on that ledge to the right. Just while we're here, it makes sense to go and do this. Dave's coming back. So be a bit careful on this slope to not fall down or go too much to one way and end up tipping, which is so easy to do on these slopes. Roll back a little bit there just to get the angle of the turn. There we go. All good. There is a second mission here, but I don't think it's something we want to do now. I think we might want to hold off on doing that, to be fair. This one is just take a picture, simple enough. And it's just another part of something else done that we can finish off whenever we're ready to, or whenever we're near the other side. So we need to take a photo of the pond. There's the pond. Try and get the zoom right first. We're waiting for the zoom to go green, essentially. There it is, that's green. So now we just need to focus. There it is. And that is the pond by Expeditions Inc. So that's one part of that mission done. Obviously we need to do the second part, which is all the way over here. But there's no rush to that right now. But it's just something towards a task complete. So we need to head up here to explore. In fact, we're actually in the area to explore. So while we're here then, let's send the drone up. Rather than drive around ourselves, we can explore with the drone. So let's head over this way. %, as it stands, 42. $51, 55, 61. It's just making sure we're still in the right zone. 64. Obviously, we may run out of signal. 35%. Not seeing a tower. Oh, there's a tower right up to the right hand side over there. We may be heading up there next, to be fair. Bad signal. Too far away from our vehicle. I've just seen where potentially we are going next. 77. Right, where are we not? Okay, we need to head the drone. Drone's currently here. There's a bit here and then over this side over here. So, vehicle's there. We want to be going here. They're saying that's not explored. Yeah, vehicle's over to the right. 90%. I don't know if we're too high up and that's why nothing's showing up points interest wise. I thought was height maybe didn't matter, maybe it does. 92, 97, 99. There we go. Stage complete. That is that inspected and explored. Now, third tower. This mission's got quite a lot expedition, sorry, has got quite a lot involved in it. We need to find a way up to that tower over there. So there is a road that goes here. Potentially we could go up that way. I think we're probably better off going along this ridge here. As we're already here, we follow this, go back to the road, follow this ridge along here, and then potentially head up this way. I think is probably a better. That looks interesting over there, doesn't it? Don't know if that's something or just a rock formation. But yeah, I think let's head that way. Even if we get back to the road and scout out with the drone, maybe. Let's get this thing turned around. Part of me thinks maybe when we're droning we're too high up and that's why we're not finding much. Although there may not be much to find. It may be the metal tech that finds the most stuff and we're not really utilising that because we ran out of batteries fairly early on. And I was hoping we'd find some spare batteries in one of the airdrops, we didn't find any. Okay, so we've got to be careful not to make the vehicle go down on its side. No, we're going to go down. Let's do a turn. We got lucky there. We got very lucky there. Okay, can we get down to where the road is? I think so. I do like rolling vehicles, it's always good fun. If only it was intentional. There we go. Right, this is the road we were at a minute ago, before we headed off to take that picture to complete that other mission, or do a part of it. Get this thing to turn. There we go. Right, we're up the hill, and then head slightly left, and then we will give it a quick drone to see what else is there. But I think we're not going to follow the road all the way. I think the left-hand turn here is probably the right decision. We get the angle. This is what we had last time, is getting the angle to go up though. We need that angle more. Go to the right here. There we go. Bit of damage, but not the end of the world. Now, according to the map, we're just going to follow this along here, and then we can climb there by the looks of things. But let's send the drone up just to see if there's anything else around, and make sure our plan for the route is fine, which I think it is looking at that. The only issue is that little bit over here. How bad is this little drop? No, it's actually alright. We stick to the right. That should be easy enough to navigate, I think. Nothing else showing up, it seems. So I don't know if we're too high, or there just isn't anything to see, maybe. We're heading up to the tower all the way over there. That's where we're heading. Hang on, is there something there? Just detect this texture. Okay, so we head to our right then. Follow this along. I've been pretty impressed with this vehicle. Wasn't happy with it when we started using it. I know we've used it previously, because we've used every vehicle we own currently. But it's definitely grown on me with how nimble it is. It does get damaged so easily. The lack of all-wheel drive is evident. But actually, it's done really well. And it even rolls and then turns itself back on its wheels, which is always handy. Nothing worse than a vehicle that rolls and refuses to roll over fully. Okay. Right, we need to find our up point. So just along here, there should be a way up here. Yeah, there we go. Why is... I thought that was out of batteries. Yeah, it's showing up something nearby, I think. The lack of all-wheel drive, this thing can still climb pretty well. Okay, that's the slope going up. Throwing the batteries are on, eh? I think we've already... Let's just stop us over. I think we've recharged for... Yeah, we've got no batteries left. There you go. It is recharged as much as we can. We're hoping the airdrops had batteries and they didn't, which kind of lets down a little bit. New climb. Will it let us down on the final climb of the day? I think this is the final one. We don't know for sure. Try one more time for going for low range. Doesn't need low range. There we go. Even lack of all-wheel drive, it still does it. Right, we've got to scan the tower. There we go, another scan done. Definitely has seen better days, hasn't it? Inspection complete. The beams began to bend due to rust. We hope the government will quickly respond to this situation. I'm assuming we need to take a picture of it. It's next. Yeah, I think it's picture next. So we just need to get a bit higher to get the picture from up there. What I thought, for this mission, we are missing some of the rewards, and there's a way of solving that, I think. We go to here, details. So, recognise at least 3 unknown points using metal detectors. We've only done 2, I believe. And we do try and grab as many of the rewards as possible here. What I think is, we could quickly jump into the scout vehicle that's back where we started, and potentially go for something else. The only other thing is, we don't know how far we've driven. Obviously, it says drive no further than 3,700. I think we just head up. There is a question mark to our right, to be fair. I think we just head up and do it. We do want as many of these rewards as we can, but I don't think it's massive. It's a big deal if we fail one or two occasionally. Can we climb up this hill? Is the next question. Oh, I've just beached it. Have we beached it? We have beached it. There we go. I think our choice of using different vehicles is all well and good, but there are times where, not that one, some vehicles are better than others, and I think this climb may be one too many. No, maybe not. We have obviously got low range as well to go into. Let's do that. I think it needs it. Getting caught up on the rocks there is why I can't get up there. Okay, I can't winch to a tower. We can always put an anchor out, to be fair. So if we can't get up there, we can put an anchor. Let's see if we can do it without it. I think it would actually. Can indeed. This thing has surprised me all the way so far today. It did it. I really didn't think this would do so well about the all-wheel drive. It was very surprising. Right, head to the left here and take the picture. Last little bit. I think this is the last thing we're going to get to. There we go. Let's get this picture done. Where is it? Oh, it's there. There we go. Right, let's get the zoom right first. The focus is perfect. Just there, but the zoom isn't. Zoom is there. There we go. Photo complete. Damaged tower. I think that's all of it done. That is expedition complete. So we did do 3 unknown points. Oh, okay. I didn't realise we'd done that, but we did. So that's perfect. We did fail the drive no further. And that's going to be quite difficult to achieve, I think, to drive no further ones. Unless something's really close and it gives you a lot more. 18,600 credits. We also get the Emergency Reserve M, the AFIM S1960. These photos will give the repair teams a great evaluation of how much work we're looking at. Thanks again for your hard work. Right, we're going to sell the dinosaur rib, the dinosaur femur. I'm assuming we don't need to keep them. It is a case of just sell them. We drove a distance of 5,581. It allowed us 3,700. So yeah, definitely over. I think we did okay. 25 grand in total. An hour and 5 minutes for that exhibition. It was a big one, to be fair. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, so you can't do a part of a contract and then go back to HQ. You have to do the whole contract in one go. So basically, we've done one of the contracts was take 2 photos of 2 different ponds and was passing ones. We thought we'd go and do that. It's done. But actually, you can't do a part of a mission and then leave. You need to finish it off. So, we could continue jumping the scout and do the other picture. Although it's across the water, isn't it? I think it's quite a way. That's the choice we need to do here. Do we go and do the other one? We can still finish. Let me just double check where it is. So the other camera picture we need to take is there. No, that's a different one. Different mission. Stop tracking that one. I've got. Where's the other camera picture? We go. Is it around the water? Yeah, we've done one. The other one's there. Now we have got a scout vehicle, but I don't know if it will cross the water that well. That's my only concern. And we're currently up here. Now we could drive back and do it. Since we've done one part of this, I thought we could do a part, go away, do another expedition, and do the second part when we're next passing. Doesn't seem to be the way. You have to do it in one go, is how it seems. So we could drive back this way to do this now. I think we should really get it done, as we've done part of it. I don't want to fail the mission because we've got to reset it. I'd rather get it done and it's something else complete. So we are going to jump back in our vehicle. I think we stick to the vehicle we're in. We come down here, follow the road until the bridge point. I don't know if we've got enough to build that bridge, to be fair. In fact, we don't need to build the bridge. Follow the road back down here, and then we head back this way to there. It's an easy journey. It's just a case of we've already driven all this way. But I think we need to. I don't want to... We've done part of the mission already. To fail it because... Or to restart it seems pointless. So we'll go and finish off that mission. It's one picture to take. Just we're nowhere near it. We've already failed the distance driven as well. So in some ways, if the distance driven was complete, or we'd passed the distance driven, I probably wouldn't carry on. We'd probably have to forsake the mission. But I think we've already failed that. So it makes sense. It's not going to affect our choice. Okay, let's come down here then. We have got spare fuel on us, so we can make this. Whether we find anything else along the way, probably not. But we'll see. Right, best way down from here. Behind us to climb is there, isn't it? Yeah. Reverse it back up. There's a climb point to our right hand, to our left. Oh, we're still not quite there. Climb is here, I believe. Yeah, that's fine. Slowly as we're going down. It's always easier going up, I think, than going down. More to go wrong when you're going down, I find. Right, let's have a look. So down the next bit, and then we just want to follow it around back to the road. It does seem such a long way. We may even actually go this way. Or do we? I was going to say we could go this way, just see if there's anything here that's fine. We want to head to this canyon kind of bit here, really. If we go a different way than to the village, the abandoned village. Yeah, straight ahead. Here should be fine. I think this is definitely the right decision. Rather than just restarting the mission, I think going this way is a good thing. Yeah, there's a ledge. I reckon that's going to be something there, isn't it? Because that seems like there's a statue. Come to the left here a second. We're already out and about anyway. Let's send the drone up and just see if anything shows up. I know it's dark, so it's a little bit harder to see things. But on the map, is that anything? Just a rock. I think it's just a rock formation, actually. It looked a lot more than that on the map, to be fair. No points of interest showing up. So I don't know if we're too high or that does affect showing a point of interest. But yeah, it just looked like that there was something, but actually looking at it now, it's not. Or that there, it's just a rock formation. Okay. We can head this way. We get the turn point, won't get up. That's going to happen. Definitely do a bit of damage this with our driving, but it doesn't really badly affect it. Right, follow this ledge along. And we should get back to the road, or what's left of the road. And then from there we can decide which way we're going to go from there. Be careful really not to roll. Okay, so the road is here. Now my thinking was to head along this way, just because we haven't been that way. But we still got to make sure we can get across to here. There is that bit there, was my thinking. If we Obviously we can't do that mission yet. Only because it means picking stuff up and finding where we need to take it. It won't tell us where we take till we pick it up. We could just head down the road, to be fair. I was trying to see if there's a different way to go, just to see. We could actually, yeah, we could go down then along here. The more of the map we open up, the more we found, kind of thing. But it's trying to navigate that alongside actually getting stuff done. I think we should just focus on the mission in hand for the minute. Otherwise we would have just finished the expedition, so rather than getting easily sidetracked for everything else. Well, that's a big hit. Okay, we may need to have a look at fixing some of that. Yeah, suspension's quite damaged now. Actually, tyres I can't do anything. Oh, we can, tyres, there we go. Right, we're good again. Do find this gets damaged so much easier than other vehicles. I don't think my driving's changed that much. Don't know if the lack of all-wheel drive makes it so it's, instead of going over something, it's just hitting it. I could be completely wrong with that. Let's head to the left here. I want to try and just scale out some of this area to see what's here. So we're heading to the left, where the trees are. I'll do it. Always about to slide down there and then roll over, but we're okay. Through the cactus. We want to go straight ahead, really, keeping the ledge on our left. Basically just looking for any points of interest, anything around us on the way. I think it's nice to go a different way to where we came, because that way we actually are discovering more things. Although we're not discovering very much. Definitely if we had batteries, it would help massively with the melt detector, to be fair. Okay, so we can head over here. We're basically going to head to this freeway here, essentially, I think. So if we basically keep going straight here, and we're heading to like here. Walk down there on the tree, but that's okay. Roll back a little bit. Right, I think we send the drone back up in a second, just to see if there is anything else here. I know it's dark, so it's a little bit harder to see, isn't it, with the drone? Basically looking for boxes, aren't we, really? Thanks for the like, otherwise much appreciated. Any yellow box would say an airdrop, potentially. Not really seeing anything. It's just too dark, I think, to use a drone, really. Right. So for us, we want to keep heading along here. Don't want to bounce too much, especially when we're kind of sideways. We just don't want to end up rolling, that's the thing. Okay, my delivery's on its way, so we'll quickly pause the stream for like a minute or two while I go and get the delivery to the door. Okay, head to the right here. Definitely nothing new showing up. We can change time of day, but I don't like doing that. I'd rather be more natural if we drive through the night. We drive through the night. There's a little bit joiner here to get across. Yeah, I think the metal detector, if we had the batteries, would definitely sharpen things here. Obviously, lack of batteries is stopping that. Okay, I want to head to the right here, and then we're going through this. We're actually nearly there. Because the expedition is finished. But now we know if we start a mission because it's on the way to where we're going, we now know we have to finish that, otherwise you have to do the whole thing from the beginning. There's no point doing part missions, you might as well, you've got to do the whole thing or not bother at all. I think that's where free roam is going to become more important, I think. Clear some of these side contracts and stuff. My thinking is once we finish Arizona, we'll go back to that first area, clear all the contracting things we haven't done. Hopefully we'll have a few more vehicles. And then we'll come back to Arizona, clear the stuff we haven't done as well. And do it that way. Yeah, it's not like you can start a bit of a mission, then go back to it on a different expedition. We have to do it there and then, otherwise it resets. Which is lesson learned. Right, bear with me 1 second. There we go. There's only a quick pick up the parcel from posting. That's the actual post is from my little boy. Thanks for the like, Ross, much appreciated. But the Lego launched their first Pokemon models for the anniversary on Pokemon Day, and I wasn't going to pay £600 for the main model, but he wanted the Pokemon Center, a small little model that you can get using spending points that you accumulate through the Lego store. It was 2,500 points, so he was wanting to buy his mum something for Mother's Day. It's quite cute, he said. I don't really use that word. So yeah, so that's what the delivery is, just a Pokemon Center and a little Mother's Day present that he picked out. Right, we've got to get up this hill. I think we can get up there, and that's where we take a picture. And then we can finish the expedition and this mission at the same time. So it looks climbable on the map. In person, not so sure. Let's have a look. Well, there's a tree there that could help. If we get stuck. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap here. Using the tree as well. There we go. Definitely using the trees makes a massive difference. Right, where is this photo place? Oh, it's actually the... Oh, okay. Didn't need to come up here. We wanted to go up here. Don't look... Doesn't... Ah, there is actually... That does look like a climb there. We follow this ridge along. I think we can come up here. Looking at that. It's either that or we go back down and round this way. So I think we follow this ridge, which is where we've been before, to be fair. We have got more fuel, haven't we? Yes. Bought from it was out of fuel. Okay. So we keep following this along. Our photo point is up there, as we can see. No. Okay, that wasn't what we wanted. See if we can roll ourselves over the winch. If not, we have got the jack screws to bounce ourselves, to be fair. I don't think it will roll us over. Right. Chatting away and didn't quite realise our positioning. Right, where do we want to be? There. Don't do it again. That's the bottom one. I'm just chatting away sometimes. You don't look at your positioning and things like that can happen. Come on. Don't. No! Not again. Okay. Last jack screw. Let's put ourselves more in a flat area, I think. Okay, won't let's go there. Need to be a bit more careful coming down here then. Now got no more jack screws left, so if we roll any more we're in trouble. Just got to find a safer way down here, I think. I think maybe we go back a bit. May do if we winched a tree to help us here, because obviously we can keep it tight. I think we're okay there. It's getting caught on the tree. The metal detector's getting caught on the branch. We're okay. Okay, beach ourselves a little bit. Don't think we're going to get off there with our own back, are we? Oh no, maybe. We can reverse that. Just just need to navigate through these trees, I think, more than anything else. Just them rocks are a nightmare. A little bit to the left here. I'm trying to avoid going onto them rocks. We'll just end up beaching us. You'll think this isn't all-wheel drive, it's rear-wheel only. As long as the rear wheels are making contact, we're able to move. I think we only go to the left-hand side of these. I'm trying to squeeze down the right-hand side. Trying to get through the branches, that's the problem. It's not like other games where you can knock trees down. They are actually in our way. I can't get the angle to go round. With this tree to the left. Okay, so we can't get that way. I'm going to try and think of a different way through here. That branch is getting stuck in the metal detector as well, which isn't helping. Nice and simple. Branch is actually turning us, which is helping, but also not. Come on. There we go. Right. I think we might have to use these rocks more than we wanted to. I think if we... No, wrong one. If we winch to the tree... I want to go here and just drag that front end round a little bit more, keeping it to the right. But obviously it's the beaching on the rocks that we're trying to avoid. Okay. Hasn't quite gone the way we wanted, to be fair. Just trying to navigate these rocks and these trees. And we just pull that front end round. There we go. Oh, nearly. Just needed to pull that. Ah, oh, wrong one. We just need to pull that front end round if we can. There we go. Took a little bit of navigating, but we did it. We're over. Okay, so the climb up to where we're going to do this last photo for this other mission should be coming up on our right hand side, just around this corner, we believe. This truck has done well. We've damaged it. We've kind of put it through its paces. Okay. Still, I think I still put others, but it's surprising me. Right, we've got this climb here. Definitely the lack of all-wheel drive is very evident a lot of the time. But other than that, it's done okay. Right, we want to head along here. We're going to head to our right if we can. Oh, okay, hang on. I don't want to tip over here. We just head left, play it safe. We haven't got any more jack screws left, so we don't want to risk rolling over if we can avoid it. Not that we ever aim to roll over, but it does happen. Although I think this is the only vehicle we've rolled twice. We rolled one other vehicle in the last stream. First vehicle we've rolled twice in one go. Okay, there's the blue outline of where we need to take the picture. And then we can finish the expedition and complete this mission. And we've learned a big lesson. Don't try and do missions. Part of a mission while doing expedition, you have to do the whole mission. And that's the thing where free roam is going to become really important in terms of getting stuff finished. Right, the zoom is correct there. Let's focus it up. There it is. There's the pond. That is the mission complete. We gained a high power winch, 3100. Great shots. You're a born photographer. The journal is sent to print. Here's your commission. And we can now finish the expedition as well, because that is the mission complete. There we go. It shouldn't now warn us not to finish. Let's find out. No, it didn't. So we learned a lesson. Can't do part missions. If you're going to do a side mission or a contract, do all of it in one go. Otherwise, it resets. I don't actually know what you spend the extra money, the extra credits on. So we've got the 86,000 credits top right. On top of that, you've got them bits that you earn as bonus rewards. I've yet to find out what we spend them on. We are gaining them. I just don't know what they're for. So we can head back to the Grand Canyon now because we've unlocked the next mission there, or we can continue in Coconino. Lost and Forgotten is the next mission. In Coconino. This is meant to be very hard, this mission. It's a scout mission as well. I'm not a massive fan of scouts. So we stay in Coconino, we head back to Grand Canyon. I think we stay. We're here anyway. This is worth a lot of money, 40,900. And an off-road gearbox for the AFIM S1960, which I don't think we own. We're going to use an anchor less than 3 times. The aim is 0. Drive for 160 meters in one go, all your wheels deflated. So we need to deflate the wheels, drive 160 meters. Why would you do that? Okay. Again, I don't quite know what the extra little circles of the X's are for. The Jaeger, it's quite a distance, from 6,800 meters, the distance of it. And looking at the map, there's 5 different places we're heading to. So we recently recovered the diary of a citizen of Redwater, a town that no longer exists. Among many things, it speaks of a secret cache buried in the mountains. Finding this cache would be an incredible find for the museum. If you find it, we'd appreciate you bringing it in. Okay. I think we can do it. It says truck. It's a scout. I think we're fine, to be fair. I know it says very hard, but we'll manage. I'm sure we'll manage. Let's give it a go. Do we buy a new scout for this one, or do we just stick to ones we've got? Is the question. My issue is I don't know what scouts you can gain for free, and what we should be buying. That's the only issue I have. I'm going to quickly do a quick search just to see. I don't like buying things if we don't need to. I don't think there's an online list, that's the thing. Is he going to tell me? Is he going to... On starting, yes. So there are some new free vehicles as well. There's several vehicles to do, buy. There is a truck list, but I don't know if that's going to tell us the ones you find and ones you don't. I don't mind buying ones that we're not going to find naturally. That's the thing. The ones we're not going to find naturally, fine, we'll buy them. Doesn't tell me, does it? No. After a quick search, there's no list as it stands. Welcome back, Mike. So we need to use a scout. We need to use a Jaeger. I might put 2 scout vehicles in, just in case you mess up with one. We currently own the Don 71 SE, Don 71, and the Catco Canyon SRI. Now, that one is a DLC vehicle. We found that in the truck, in the store, sorry. We didn't know it was a DLC. The Hornet we can buy. Again, we don't know if we can find it for free. Of course I'm here. Why would I not be here? I'm the one streaming. Yeah, we don't want to. We use the Catco Canyon, not realizing it was a DLC vehicle. We don't want to use it until we start DLC. We're a long way off. So we have got the AFIM Hornet. Maybe worth having with us. We already own the Don 71 SE. I didn't realize the SEs also did. I think we're going to be just using DLC vehicles whenever at this point. We've got the Scout 800, so that's a vehicle we've used previously in SnowRunner as well. That's a vehicle we do know very well. I tend to roll it over quite a lot. We've got the Khan 317 Sentinel. That's the DLC 2UZ302 Capricorn. The Kelpie. Kelpie looks cool. Kelpie looks very nice. It's a lot of money, but it does look nice. Raptor. I say, so these are locked DLC. I own every DLC. So not too sure why they're locked. I own every DLC. Oh no, they're the ones you buy just for them vehicles. So we own the DLCs, as you can see. But I haven't got the weird packs that you pay just for a set vehicle for. I don't see the point. I don't mind the DLCs. I just don't want to buy a pack that has just a vehicle in it. So some of those are obviously locked because of that. Some of these are locked behind missions. So the ones that are locked behind missions, I'm guessing are the ones we won't find and that we don't need to buy. But everything else then I think we need to buy to own one. Do we buy our old favourite, an old friend of ours, is the question. Or do we just use what we've got? I do like the kelp is expensive, but looks amazing. Looks rugged. Do you know what? I think we buy the Scout 800 just for a different vehicle. It's 35,000. We've got the money. Let's buy the Scout 800, and we'll try not to roll it. Purchase the vehicle. That's our first vehicle bought. First love trophy achieved. He was here earlier. He may not still be here, Mike. I don't know. Obviously, if they're not in chat, I don't know if they're here or not. That's the thing. There's no way for me to tell. Oh yeah, no, he was here earlier. So first love trophy. Purchase your first vehicle. There we go. We have purchased the Scout 800. Now I just need it to not be similar to what we do in SnowRunner, where I roll this over all the time. Let's have a look at customizing it. It's got an emergency reserve as it stands. Wow, that's a lot of money for them, isn't it? And we can have some Nerf bars. I think we're good. Stock bumpers currently there. We can have a spare wheel mount if we want on the back. To be fair, let's stick that on. We'll fill it with a wheel as well. There we go. Always handy to a spare wheel on the back, I think. Roof. The metal detector's free. I'm going to stick that on, I think. My main thinking is we may come across things on the way. Searchlight nudge bumper. A light reinforcement that provides decent crash protection in a small package. Searchlight, we have been putting searchlights on, to be fair. It's currently got a stock bumper. Let's put that one on as well, just to protect it. Now, engine. It's got the 152 i4T. We can put in the 258 i6 EC. Inline 6 engine, provides outstanding reliability, increased power, cost of lower engine responsiveness and fuel efficiency. To be fair, that's the best engine there, isn't it? Wow. B minus, B, A plus. It takes the power to A minus from a B. Or the bigger engine. V8 engine modification with great performance characteristic comes at the cost of lower reliability and fuel efficiency. Yeah, so that one changes fuel, that doesn't. Do we just keep it as is? Relatively small engine. It's got a turbocharger kit though, I think we keep it as is for the minute. There are more. Gearbox, I think we keep it stocked. The only thing I might... Oh, 10 grand, rock crawler. Do like the rock crawler kit. Although the lift kit gives it more strength. Whereas that doesn't. But then you lose ground clearance. I think we gain the lift kit. Spending a bit of money for the first time, aren't we? Now, tyres. It's currently got the 38-inch AS1s. I think we need the off-road. And we take that one. Wow, that's a lot of money we spent on this. Diff lock engageable snorkel. I'm going to put the high mount. We do like a snorkel because you can end up in water. That's the thing. There we go. That's going to be one of the two vehicles we'll take. We do want to take with us... It does say about using anchors, doesn't it? Do we risk it and not take an anchor? I think let's take an anchor, just in case. So we're going to take that. I think we take a second vehicle too, just in case we get ourselves in trouble. I think a second scout would be advantageous. So we'll take the Don 71 SE. Again, with this, we don't really want to add too much to it, I don't think. It's currently got the reinforced bumper. We can have a metal detector on this as well if we wanted to. Don't know if it has a metal detector or not, to be fair. No, let's leave metal detector off. Yeah, leave that as is. Engine. We can get the semi-automatic, but we'll leave it as is. Currently got the lift kit on. Tyre-wise, we're using the 31 OS 2s, which I think are fine. Although saying that, look at the mud tyres. So off-road, their tyres now good, average, average. That's fine. 12 grand though. Good, excellent, good. So mud tyres aren't what you think. Mud tyres I thought would be good only in mud. But everything else also is good. It does say it provides the best off-road performance at the cost of on-rock traction. But yeah, that's just kind of saying it's the same but better in other situations. For like half an hour, I have to go to bed. Yeah, no worries. I'm sure you're just watching again, and I've read your comment. It's all good. You got about half an hour till you want to go to bed. Yeah, that's weird. The tyres there, to be fair. Stock winch, diff lock engageable. Okay, I think we're done with that. As I say, we'll stick an anchor in that as well. Tow rope. No, we'll stick an anchor just in case. So we're going to take the 2 scouts. It does say we need to use a scout. We need to take a Jaeger as well. So we haven't got much of a choice of Jaegers. We've only got 1 unlocked. And this is Brian Wilson. Gives us an extra 2 supplies for the jack screw. Plus 10 meter scouting zone. And marked shortcuts for binoculars and drone as well. Do we need anyone else is the question. The drone can be quite handy. Although we've been using the drone, it's not been amazing. Mechanics. No, I think we stick to what it asks us to use. I think we're good. So 2 scouts. We'll use the scout 800 until we get stuck somewhere. We are going to need to refuel though. If we look at how far the vehicle can travel compared to what it says, distance to travel 6,800. We either need to use both, or we're going to need to refuel. Looking at that, hopefully we can find some fuel in a drop or something. But let's go and have a look at this. This is meant to be very hard. This one. So let's start the expedition. We can obviously buy a building for the camp if you wanted to try and add to it. Okay, we want to be in the scout anyway, so let's quickly swap vehicles. Which one are we in actually? We're in the... Yeah, we're not in the... Scout 800 is the other one. Is he going to select the scout? There we go. Change truck. Took us a while to actually work out how to change truck a while back. Right, we want spare fuel. Because we already know we can't get to where we're going. Why can't I put fuel in? Why can't it be transferred? Oh, am I not in the right zone? It's weird, isn't it? I can't transfer fuel. I can now. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Can't put spare fuel on this vehicle. Interesting. Right, we're going to have to hope for some airdrops, aren't we? So, we're going to head across the water here and then decide which of these places we go into. We're looking for a cache. I would hope if we find it in the first area, we don't need to go to the others, but I don't know. So I think we need to cross the water here and head to this one here first. Seems to be the best one to go for. Then potentially come round on ourselves to get the others. It's going to be the last one we go to, isn't it? I guarantee it's the last one. It's obvious it's going to be the last one. The other issue I've got, I still don't know what we do with buildings, what the right ones to have are, to be fair. Oh, someone said earlier, it doesn't work. The 6-7 meme, I know about it. That's not my kind of thing. But also, the meme doesn't work unless you put, unless you do the dance of it. That's the whole point. So just saying it means nothing. Right, there was an actual reward for this mission for driving for 160 meters in one go with all your wheels deflated. My thinking is we deflate our tyres all the way and just drive until that mission is complete. Oh, okay, look how bad that makes the driving. Definitely makes the driving worse. where's the water crossing from here? We want to go... Yeah, if we head down here and then left along here. These are missions here that we don't want to do. As we found out, if you do a mission, you need to do all of it now, otherwise it resets. So it's pointless doing a part mission. Do we need to keep checking the mission and see if we've got the reward, maybe? I'm assuming that will tick once we've driven the right distance. Definitely making life harder driving this way, but just an extra reward we can get done in one go. I think by the time we hit the water, we'll be driven 160 metres, I would say. We're heading for the water crossing first and foremost. We need a base across the other side of this water, don't we, really, to start from. But everything seems to be over that way. I'm going to put the metal detector on once we make it over the other side, I think. Right, is that mission complete yet? No. I'm assuming it will swap and change it to say we've done it. I hope it does. It is the tyres being deflated that are causing this to be a little more difficult than it should be. It's just until we get that part of the mission done. You can't go up there, can you? Okay, I may need to inflate tyres. Not liking this bit here. Can we get up without inflating? Oh, I haven't even got all-wheel drive on. Stick all-wheel drive on. There we go. That's why it's tough. It's not tyre deflation. It's the fact I didn't have all-wheel drive on. Yeah, that's completely different. It's still not brilliant with the deflated tyres, but it's, yeah, definitely noticeable. Doesn't need to stick all-wheel drive on. Right, we're coming up to the river crossing. We are probably going to need an airdrop for fuel, I think. Yeah, no worries. Have a good one, Mike. Thanks for dropping by. Much appreciated. Have a good sleep, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon. No, not tomorrow. We're trying at the minute to use Wednesdays as a recovery day and episodic content. So we'll be back on Thursday with more Expeditions MudRunner. But have a good sleep, Mike. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Right, have we completed this mission? Because I really don't want to drive with tyres like this anymore. Doesn't say we have, but we've driven more than 160 metres. Surely. I'm inflating the tyres. I think we definitely have done. There's no way we haven't. Right, we're going to get across this river crossing. Okay, that's more of a drop than I expected. We have got the snorkel on this, which hopefully will help us stay without drowning the engine. I do like look at the way the water's flowing. I do like that. It's quite a nice effect. Okay, once we go over the other side, we'll add on the metal detector to see if we can find anything. Upgrades and stuff like that would be nice. Last little crossing here, and then we're over the other side and we're heading towards the first cache. So far so good for the Scout 800. It feels very similar to the SnowRunner version, to be fair. Which isn't surprising. I'd have thought. Oh, it's okay. I'm just thinking, how do we get to there? I was thinking we just head along this edge, but actually, the edge isn't as simple as it first seemed. Unless we can get up here, which I don't know if we can. Maybe a case of coming around this way and then down onto that edge, maybe. Right, let's get across first, I think, then we worry about that. And this is also about the engine upgrades. We've got several engines we can add into this. I think will change this vehicle massively. Power-wise. Don't do it. It's going to tip. I don't think this is as tippy as the SnowRunner version. That's one thing I will say. It doesn't feel as tippy. SnowRunner run is so unstable. This feels a lot more stable than that. Right, what's up there? Come on, over the rock. You can see it does lack power, like things like that. It should be more powerful than it is. But obviously we have got the engine upgrades. Right, Mike. So on the map it did seem like we could go up there, but I don't think we can. So I think we need to head further around here. I think we head to the airdrop there, potentially pick up some spare fuel, and then head up that way to go for this first cache. Thing is, we could choose any cache and it probably will still be the last one we go to, but it's the right one. That's the thing, there's no guarantees. It's never going to be the first one, or I'd highly doubt it'll be the first one we go to. Yeah, we can restock our fuel. And it's because we can't carry spare fuel on this, I think it's definitely worth doing. So the airdrop is, I think, just ahead of us, isn't it? Oh no, I've gone past it. Airdrop's behind us. How did I miss the airdrop? Oh, I see it now. Okay, that might have been an issue driving over that. I thought we'd just drive over it differently than that. Right, there's the airdrop. So we're just going to use this to re-top up our fuel more than anything else. We're not going to take the scrap metal with us because we don't know how much is going to be in this cache to carry with us. So I don't think it's worth doing. Now, we were thinking of going up there. I don't think we can get up there. On the map, that seems climbable here. Oh, actually, am I looking at the wrong one? We're facing that way. No, we're not one to the right. Yeah, so this looked climbable, but I don't know. If we look to our right-hand side, if we can get up there. Might be tricky. Have a look. Maybe a case we need to head round the other side and go the other way. There's a chance of us tipping over. I think if we try here. Unless we can winch to the trees, which we can't. I don't know if we can climb up there. I think it's just too high of a ledge, isn't it? Obviously we could use an anchor maybe. Yes, there's no way. Okay, so we can't go to that one first, that's fine. So we can head to the one to the left first and do the route we fought by coming round. Which means that one's last. Potentially that's the one we need to go to. Because in my mind, if that's the last one you're likely to head to, that's more than likely going to be the cache. So maybe we try and do it a different way and actually come round here and go for this one first. I could be wrong, and it's not the right one. But if it's the one you can't get to straight away, you're likely to go to the one to the left because it's easier to get to. So if that's the case, and we go to the hard one first, potentially that's the only one we need to go to. Potentially. Either that, or it knows that's what you're going to do, and then puts it at the other one. Or you have to do all 5 before it gives you the cache. There's also that potential too. Let's stick on our metal detector though while we think about this. In case we can find anything else around us. I know there's stuff behind us, but ignore that. We're not going that way. We want to be heading forwards. Show me stuff in front of us, not behind us. Okay, we'll follow this ledge along. There's something there. I think that we may have to clear the way maybe there. Depending what that is. Yeah, I think we need to spend spare parts to clear the way. Done that on the previous one, on the last expedition we did. This is a bit steep. Okay, we don't want to fall in that water, otherwise we're severely messed up. Trying so hard not to roll. No, I caught myself just about there with the log. If that log wasn't there, we would have gone down. Just managed to catch ourselves. I'll use the winch to push us there. Okay. Obviously, if we go in that water, we're in trouble. Let it roll back a little bit. There we go. Right, how many spare parts do we need to spend here? 30. We have not got none on us. Why did we not put some on? Okay. So we're not getting through there, which is what we thought we'd be going. So, if we can't get through there, then we need to go this way and up and round. This is going to end up being, that one would have been the right one to go to. Okay, well that's something we need to do at some point. I don't know why do we not have spare parts on us? Normally we carry some. Unless of course this can't, maybe. There's definitely no way round that, is there? No. It does seem impassable. So, we need to head left and then up. A little bit annoying. Obviously we didn't know that was a thing until we got here though. Yeah, this doesn't seem as tippy as the SnowRunner version. That's definitely a good thing. Okay. Just to work out where the point of getting round is. So I thought we could go up here, but again, the map says it looks climbable, but I don't know if it is. It's that ledge there that kind of lets it down. There's no way we're getting up that ledge, is there? So we still need to keep heading round then, I think, by looks of things. Taking us massively away from where we were hopefully going to first, which is a shame. It also means fuel was going to be a little bit tight on fuel. We knew it was going to be tight anyway, but I think it's going to be worse. Okay. Right, we can head up that way. All to try and get to the hardest one first, essentially. Let's go with a new climb. Come on, Scout. Get up there. There we go. It is up. I think I've dealt with the climb pretty well. Okay, let's have another look from here. So we want to head round here, potentially this way and down, and then come round here. We are only assuming we can get round from this side. I think we can. I don't know what these are. These are missions, aren't they? Contracts. Wilderness calendar. I'll take a photo. Again, they need doing in one go, don't they? We have still got this on. We better quickly put batteries topped up. We're going to lose that pretty soon, the metal detector. Okay, that was a bit steeper than I thought. Okay, keep going up here. This is actually really good on fuel, this vehicle. It is it's not using as much as you think it will. Let's go this way towards the tree. Don't need to go up there, we can just go towards the tree here. Yeah, fuel-wise, it actually doesn't use a massive amount. The issue is we've got quite a long distance still to go. Okay, so we're now coming along here. We want to follow this. We can go up and then come down, or we may be able to get down here. That does look quite steep on the map. The map is very deceiving though, as we found. Might be a case we head up and down. We are going into unknown territory, that's the thing. Saying that, can we get up here? Can indeed. Go around this way. Again, nothing's really showing up on the metal detector. There was always a good chance that we may find something. It wasn't a guarantee though. Right, how is this down point? I think we want to be heading down to our left here by the looks of things. Let's have another look. Yeah, we want to be going round here, so safest bit down seems to be there. We need to turn around a bit, I think. Fuel-wise, we may even need to use boat scouts to go to all the different places. If we can't find spare fuel when the airdrops or anything. I don't know if it's worth chucking the drone out maybe. See if there's any airdrops nearby in a second, just so in case we know where we can head towards one and get some refuel. That may be needed by the looks of things. Let's do. Okay, that's showing something up on our left here. Let's head to, two things. Let's head towards it before we run out of battery. Well, they're saying that. I think it's through the water. This saying there's two things nearby. We are going to lose the metal detector with battery shortly, though. Can't get up that ledge, I don't think, either. Batteries are gone. So supposedly there is something nearby. Let's send the drone up and just see if anything shows up. Not necessarily. Again, I don't know if we're too high and stuff won't show up, or we can, or what. I think we head left here though. We're up that little ledge here. And then we're going to go to this pillar over here and head round. We're hoping we get down to that bottom bit, which I think, looking over here, we can. We need to head round to the right for this first cache. I know signal's going. It's round that corner, essentially. I think we know which way we're going. But yeah, we may need to swap vehicle, potentially, if we can't find any fuel or airdrops nearby, and then the other vehicle will have to do the other caches essentially. Roll it back. Go. Trying to get that, go around that right hand side a bit more. Doesn't want to go right there, does it? I think we're too far away from the trees as well. To the right. There we go. To the left. There we're up. We're up. Okay. Let's have a look. Down here. And this is just the first of the caches we need to find. And we need to find a way down. I think it's doable around this side. An airdrop would be nice, I think, for fuel. Save us changing vehicle. We've not even got a one cache yet. This mission was described as very hard, and you can kind of see why with all the different climbs and elements you've got to battle with. We still need to drop down though. Although according to that, it does drop it down itself. There, to be fair. There's also these missions here. We're not doing them now because it's going to take us a lot further away from where we are. And we've now learned you need to do them all in one go, or not at all, as they don't carry over. So that's the cache we're going for. It might even be worth sending the drone up and just having a look. So we're going to find a way from here down, which is probably safest. Oh, the water though. The water seems to be the safest way down. If there was a tree we could winch to, then we probably wouldn't mind dropping. I don't know if that's the right way of doing it. And our cache we're heading towards is that one there. We have got a low signal, so I don't know if we go much further. I bet you there's something hidden over there with that rock formation as well. So yeah, we need to get down to this bottom bit of the beach essentially. I don't know if you'd call it a beach. The water seems to be the best route down. There are a few trees around that maybe we could winch to help our fall. Maybe these ones here actually. Let's get a bit closer and have a look. There's a tree there that potentially we could winch to, although it's a massive drop still. That would help save our drop quite a bit. We've done that previously and it works really well. if you get it right. I think maybe through the water is our best bet. Yeah, I think through the water is a safer way anyway. So let's go that way. We have got the snorkel on, so hopefully we're not going to be too deep. Let's see how we go here. Try and stick to the edge if we can. It's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not that deep at all. A few rocks underneath you've got to be careful of. But yeah, that's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be fair. That was nice and simple. It was definitely the right way to go. We can lower tyre pressures if we need to, but I think we should be alright. So this now should be a straight run to this first cache. At least that's one done. We then have to get out of here though, annoyingly. We're going into the next ones. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's get this first cache first. I'm really hoping it says, yeah, job done. See you later. But I doubt it's going to be that way, is it? It's never that simple. Okay. What do we need to do once we're here is the question. What is that? Unfortunately, there is nothing of value left at this point. That's something there, though, isn't it? I say there's nothing here. What is that? I don't know if it's worth going along here to see if there's anything else. The drone's not picking anything up by the looks of things. And obviously, the metal detector's offline because of batteries. Just wondered if there was anything that way that would show up, to be fair. No. Not by the looks of it. Not from the drone's angle, anyway. That would look really interesting there, though. Is that just a marker point for the cache by any chance? There are some really nice details we've found on the maps, to be fair, so far. And we're only really early on in. I think it's just a marker point, isn't it? To be fair. Okay. Next cache. Can't even go as high as that rock is there. So, fuel-wise, we're not doing too badly. There is an airdrop there. We want to head to that airdrop, I think. Because that potentially is refuel. So if we head to that airdrop there, we just need to go back over here and up. And then from there, we need to go to this one over here next. Which probably is doable, actually, from where we are. If we can get to that without I'm running out of fuel. This is really efficient on fuel, the Scout we've found. Which does make a massive difference. The more efficient a vehicle is on fuel, the longer you can go, and it is really efficient. Even with all-wheel drive on all the time, because I never ever turned it off. Just like all-wheel drive being off, it's like a lot easier. Fuel-wise, it's actually really good, which is handy. So we need to get to airdrop. Hopefully, we can refuel there. I don't know if it's worth taking anything else out of the airdrop. Sometimes the bones and stuff I think we're meant to take out to sell. But other than that, I don't know if it's worth taking the scrap a lot of the time. Obviously the Scout vehicles can't carry too much either, so that's something to think about. Right, I'm going to head to the right here. Not necessarily into the water, just to the right. A little bit of a climb. Okay, lacking a bit of power to get up the climb there. Done in the end, there we go. Okay, we need to double check where we're heading for this airdrop. So, to our left a little bit. It's a ledge though, we may have to go left here and then up that little bit there if that's as able to be done as we think. I'll send the drone up and just have a look. So there's our airdrop there that we're heading towards. I know it's dark, so it's pretty tricky to see the terrain. We've got to try and get up this ledge. Although that looks climbable, to be fair. It doesn't look that bad. So there's our airdrop there. We're looking for spare fuel, ideally. I know it's bad signal, run too far. There's the airdrop. Anything else around? I don't think we have to be that low to find things. I think we just need to be over it, essentially, to find things a lot of the time. Always looking out for squares. Okay, so we want to head up that ridge to the left there, I think, there. Fuel-wise, we've got half a tank, so we're okay. Oh, okay. A bit more of a drop than I expected there. So if we stick to this left-hand side, I think, yeah, we're straight up. That's easily done. There shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just watch the speed so we don't get any damage. There we go. Airdrop is ours. Let's see what it's got. Okay, we'll leave the scrap metal. I do keep thinking we should take it with us, but no batteries, unfortunately. I don't know. We don't know what the cache is going to have in it, and we don't know if we've taken anywhere. So I think it's worth keeping slots open, just in case. To be fair, but the fuel is what we really needed. To be honest, we can fix any damage we've done, which is not much, and then restock spare parts. These, I don't think these airdrops ever restock. Once you've taken and entered it, it's done. So the fuel's the big thing, really. Right. Let's assess where we're going next then. So we want to be heading round here for this one here. There is something over here, another airdrop. Obviously we're ignoring these for the minute. So from here, I think we need to come back on ourselves. I don't think we can get up this ridge here. So we want to come back on ourselves and round here, really. And then we're trying to come round here for the next cache. So, yeah, come back on ourselves and head towards the water here. Might be worth a quick drone as well. Once it gets daylight, it will make life so much easier. And yes, we can skip time, but we like to drive naturally. So that's the water we're going to try and head round. And then we're heading further that way potentially. No, we want to. It's there, isn't it? So yeah, we just want to head. I don't know. Can we get up there? Maybe able to get up there. Save us going round. To be fair, it does look climbable, and then it's round that way. It's that right-hand side. It does look climbable. I think we give it a go. There's no harm in trying as long as we don't tip. We're okay. It does look climbable. Nice and easy. I've got trees there to quickly get the winch out if we really need to. That's been okay, a little bit slidey there, but that's okay. Saved us going back on ourselves and going down, didn't it, really? Okay, we're going through that little gap over there to the right. Straight ahead, really. And then round this corner should be the second cache location to try. So although we've got no batteries, it still beeps occasionally when something's nearby. You just can't do anything with it. A little bit all over the place through here because of the rocks and stuff, but it's okay. Right, round this corner, potentially, is where we're going. Okay, there's the cache location down there. I think we just go down to this left. It's so tricky without being able to see as easily. Obviously, daytime would be better. Slowly down here. Don't want to tip. Oh, I don't think we can get past the tree going that way, actually. No, we can. Can always use the tree balance if we really need to, but we're okay. Right, cache is here. Looks more like a ritual place. Don't disturb it. Okay, no cache here then. What's the bearing? If we'd gone left at the very start, it'd be there. It's odds law, wouldn't it? Right. from here then we want to head over here. They did say this was a big, long mission, hard mission, and it's proving to be a very long-winded one. But obviously, lots of driving, lots of places to get to. So, over the water, and we did this. The previous mission we did was actually that climb around there, and then we will just want to keep heading round really. And then we're just not sure what this is going to have terrain-wise over there. But I think we head either back up the way we just came or round the water and up, head over here, and then keep going that way. I think is probably our best bet. I don't know if it's worth a quick drone to see. We're not really finding too much with the drone. I don't know if it's something I'm doing or there just isn't anything to find. Obviously there's an airdrop over there. We're thinking of heading up there. It definitely seems climbable. Yeah, we should be able to find it up there. It does look doable. Okay, let's head back round to the right. Fuel wise, because we just got fueled up at the airdrop, we're okay. Don't know what the beeping I think is. There is something the metal detector potentially could find. Well, obviously we're out of battery, so nothing we can do about that at the minute. Okay. Keep heading round. So this is where we're heading up. And then we'll just follow the ridge line, I think. Start struggling these times, we can go to low range. We need to diff lock. It is engageable. So yeah, you can definitely see it lacks power, and we do have the engines we can buy for more power. Quite expensive, but we can buy them. I think it could do it. Could need the engine upgrade. But then I'm a little bit concerned with the extra power, more likely to then tip or slide. It's that balance, isn't it, between the two, really. Although, I suppose with the extra power, you adjust your driving to allow for that extra power, but it's not so bad. Okay, let's just double check where we are and where we're going. Okay, so around here, if we stick to the right, we can then skirt around here and over, and then I think we're coming down. Again, this is all new territory for us here. So we're currently there. We head to the right over here, follow that ridge line round the water. Again, lack of light doesn't really help in the drone, to be fair. And then we're heading through this gap over here, and then to the right hand side. Down there by the looks of things. Nothing else showing up. Again, I feel like I'm doing something slightly wrong with the drone. Maybe too high or not waiting long enough, I'm not sure. Don't seem to find very much. There may not be much to find. Maybe it should be more dependent on the metal detector, but you run out of batteries so quickly. Okay. There we go, skirted the water. Through the gap. Now we need to double check again. So a case of always checking your route. Then we head down this gap here. That's where we're heading towards. On the golden path. Now let me just check that mission. Remember, we need to do all the mission, not just part of it, for it to count. Golden path. There's 3 different roads to follow, which obviously we're not doing them routes. There's no point doing a bit of it if it resets anyway. Just want to know kind of what kind of level we're on for this cache point. Because if we head down there, can we get up to where the ledge it's on? It is on a ledge. Does look like there's a climb near it. I think we're fine. Head down and then round. Didn't want to head down and then round and find out actually we can't get up to it. That's my only concern, but I think it's okay. An airdrop shortly would be handy, fuel-wise, to be fair. Do we want to head up there? Although I don't think we can get up there. No, we want to keep going round to the right here and then that way. There we go. Right, we can see in the distance that's what we're heading towards. An airdrop would be really handy shortly. We may have enough fuel for the next one after this one, but other than that, we're going to need airdrops, I think. I'm not seeing any squares anywhere though. They can show up on the map if we're close enough without the use of a scout, to be fair. But yeah, nothing really showing up. I think we'll discover a new climb in a second, so I think this will be a climb. Or maybe it's not actually, it's not as steep as it first seemed. Okay, to the right. And then to the left. Here we are. Please say the cache is here. And that's job done. It won't be. I think it'll be the last one you go to. Empty, don't lose hope, we'll get to the hiding place. Yeah, it's going to be the last one. I think it's probably designed to always be the last one you go to, isn't it? I think that's the thing with it. It's never going to be the first one. I don't think there's a set one it is specifically. I think it probably changes depending on your order. Right, we've got an airdrop over here, which is really handy if we can get to that for fuel. We want to follow potentially this route there. So where this road kind of goes, we want to follow that really, other than getting the airdrop for fuel. Looking at that. So we need to come back round to this gap here and come through and head that way. I think we quickly send the drone up just in case. There's a bridge that can be built over here then. But that requires spare parts, which we don't have enough of probably at the minute. So that would be a bridge. Does that show up on the map now? Yeah, there we go. So we are scouting things out with the drone, to be fair. So there's a bridge to get across there, which we don't currently need. Any other yellow or any boxes of any sort? Not by the looks of it. Right. Oh, there is one over there. With two, we can't get close to it from here. Yeah, there's something here. It might even be that we're seeing, and it was a drone, to be fair. Okay, so from here, we don't want to go that way. We could go that way, but we don't want to. Let's turn around and go back towards that pathway. I so wish we had batteries. I bet we'd find no end of things. Just batteries on the melter just don't last long, that's the thing. I don't think it's that one. This one over here. And this is meant to be an old road track. It's a little bit easier to drive on, to be fair. Okay, let's have another look. It's always about assessing where we're going. So from here, we want to keep going straight until we get to this bit here. Although I think that will be... I think you need spare parts to unlock that bit. I think that's going to be one of those where we have to spend... Yeah, that's going to be a rock fall place. To clear that, we're going to need spare parts. And I don't know how many. But yeah, that's what that's going to be. I'll now show up on the map. We've got our airdrop over here. That's where we're heading towards first. So we want the airdrop first, and we can refuel. From there, I think it'd be too expensive spare parts. But we can only carry 30 on this, and I think it needs 75. I'm not sure you can do parts either. Bridges we've done previously, you can actually put a few in and then a few more, and keep adding to it, but I don't know if we can for those. The previous one didn't allow us to. maybe you can't do that with them. You can with bridges. You need the actual right amount of spare parts immediately. I think the last one's 75. This can only carry 30. It's not going to happen, is it? Right, we're here at the airdrop. Okay, more scrap metal and a anchor. We can refuel though, that's the important part. So, we now need to decide how we're going to do this. If that's kind of blocked out, we can't go that way. Although, looking at this, we can go down there. And then come around that way, to be fair. That looks doable. Round this way. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think from here, we can head down here. And then come around that way. Or even head down from where we are. There's a tree there to help us with our fall if need be. I think that might be the way forward. We're getting daytime now as well, which will make us checking our route a little bit easier. It's always nicer in the daytime just because you can see a bit further ahead. Okay, gently down here. And then I think we can go to the left, I think. Let's stick the drone up and just double check my thinking here. So there's another bit there that needs... We're currently there. I think we can come down to this bit down here. Obviously, there's debris to clear the proper route, which is down here. Yeah, there's the debris. We don't want to be doing that way. We're looking at going down here. We need to get down to here though. Although it does look quite fairly steep. It's this bit here I'm thinking of. We come down there, come round, potentially down here. If we're gentle and careful, I think we can get round. There is a tree nearby. We really need it. That avoids that debris there. And trying to go all the way around. Just going to have to be a case of being gentle. Worst thing that can happen is you tip over. Okay. Now we're here, it actually looks really steep. Always looks steeper when you're actually in the position ready to go. That is fairly steep. A lot steeper than I thought it was. Yeah, I don't think we can make that. Even with the tree. I think we have to drive around this ledge then. And then come down over here. Yeah, if we drive that ledge, although that bit of the ledge is tricky. We drive the ledge and then come down over there. I think that's doable, to be fair. There are only 2 of these caches left to check out. We are getting there. But yeah, so we're not going to go down there like we first thought. Follow the ledge around. The ledge is going to get pretty tight though, so we need to be really careful here. This bit was the bit I was a little bit concerned about looking out of the drone. Because if we're going to roll, it's going to be here. No, we're okay. No, 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 no! Ah, okay. Wasn't ideal. I don't know if I can flick this over. I might be able to flick it down the hill and roll. There we go. Don't roll over. Stop, stop, stop. Oh no, roll a bit more. Needed to roll a bit more. I think we're going to get back. Yeah. There we go. Well, we didn't need a safe route down because we rolled down instead. We've actually gone down the way we wanted without doing it the hard way. We rolled down the hill instead. I did say this vehicle's good at rolling. Okay, problem solved. We want to head up and round here then. We're going round this mountain over here. Yeah, it worked better than I expected. I wasn't expecting it to go that well, to be fair. I really thought that was going to be a nightmare to get down. Sometimes rolling does go in your favour. The engine didn't shut off. I think that was the benefit there. The engine had shut off, we wouldn't have been able to roll it. But the because the engine was still going, I could still spin the wheels and get the wheels to turn a certain way, and that momentum helped us roll. Then we got lucky with the landing and going onto our wheels eventually. That was a bit of luck involved there, I think. Okay, let's just not go too quick. So we want to follow these ledges around. By the looks of things, I might even send up the drone to be fair. So this is the penultimate cache potential site. I'm hoping we find it here. So these ledges seem not the best to go around, to be fair. We've got to try and follow this ledge around the side. I think that one seems to be the better one. I don't want to go too low because it's getting back up. Yeah, I think we stay at the higher one. Just be careful. In the case of just trying not to turn too much. We don't roll like that. Don't do it. I thought it was done for them. Okay, got the angle wrong to approach them rocks there. Try again. Got to get this angle right, otherwise we'll just roll down. And it may not go the way I want it to. Slowly does it. There we go. No. Come on. There we go. Don't do it. Don't know if we've got the momentum to get up there. That way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we can get up this side. May have to go down. We can't go over that rock. It's nearly there, to be fair. It's so close to getting over there and keep us up this top ledge. Might be a case of actually reversing back a little bit here, and then you got the momentum. Just don't have the full momentum, do we? Try full speed. No, I think we might be better off going down than to the lower ledge. Actually. Or maybe we could do that. Just haven't got enough power, I don't think. No, we just haven't got enough power to get up there. Right, before we mess up and mess us up completely. Although saying that, I think I've beached us. Yeah, I've beached us. And we're not near a winch point. See the rock on our tail there? That's not helping us. We have got anchors, so let's quickly stick an anchor out. Just see if we can, if there is any winch points. Nothing to winch to. I did wonder if we were close enough to the tree. We're not. So let's use our anchor. We either go up or we go down. I think potentially we go up, and that keeps us on this top ledge, which is what we wanted, to be fair. There we go. That's what the anchors are for, though, saving us in times where you need them. Okay, this ledge is probably not the best idea, to be fair. It's sketchy in terms of us going down and rolling. No, we're done. No, we're not done. I thought we'd done that. So tricky to keep speed up enough that you don't do that. Come on, turn it over. Don't do it. I haven't got a jack screw on us, we've only got a winch. Yeah. I thought we may be going down that hill, and yeah, we did. Now the issue is trying to get ourselves upright. The engine's still running though, which is good. There we go. We're okay. Not the first time we've rolled this vehicle today, it's twice we've rolled it now, in fact. Can we not get up there? Let's go up that way. We've managed to roll it twice. We've survived both rolls, to be fair, by the skin of our teeth, if I'm honest. We have survived them. Okay. We're still on target. If we'd stayed at top ledge, we just wouldn't have a climb, but although the climb isn't actually as bad as it first looked, which is there over there. It looked a lot worse on first impression, but actually it doesn't look that bad. Which is why we're trying to stay high to avoid that. But yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as it first looked. So up here we go. To be fair then, we could have gone low early on and avoided all of that hassle. But this is where the map is deceiving sometimes, but you've got to gauge it from what you can see and what information you have. Probably could have got the drone out and had a close look when we got nearer. Maybe would have informed their decision a bit differently, but we're over, that's the main thing, and we're nearly there for the penultimate one. Now, fuel is okay. I think an airdrop would be really handy halfway towards the final cache. But we also don't know if we need to deliver it, or we can just end, it ends where we are. I'm not sure. That's the only other thing. But, penultimate cache site to check. It's here. It's here. There's no fuel or anything here, but the cache is here. Cache finally found. We have got it. Nice. I thought we'd have to go to the final place. We don't. Take the find to the outpost. Which outpost are we heading to? I'm hoping a new one. We're heading all the way back. No! We've got to head all the way back. Okay. Well, that's not as bad as it first seems. We are going to need fuel. We're never going to make it without fuel, I don't think. I'm not going to go the back way we came because I think that would be a nightmare. We are going to need an airdrop. And there is one here, potentially with fuel. There's also other things in it. We're going to get all the way back to the outpost. It did say this would be tricky, and so far we've done okay. Right, so from here we want to head back to the pathway here and round to get to that airdrop there to refuel. Hopefully we've left fuel there for us. I think we have. And then we're heading back up over the water crossing again and back over there. Oh, actually, no, we don't need to do it. We can airdrop. You get one free recovery every expedition, and we can recover ourselves now. I forgot about that. We can actually recover ourselves. It's a little bit cheating, I suppose, but we've done the hard part. That's the thing. Now I just need to remember how to do it. Can we just click on it? Recovery. It is free. It saves us all the drive back, but there's no other missions we're going to do on the way. It saves us a massive time and effort. So I think it makes sense. And we're allowed one free recovery every expedition. It makes sense to do it. Save that long drive. It's not as if we haven't already done that drive, discovered things around there. If we had batteries, maybe we'd do the drive because then we could find other things, but we don't. So let's recover ourselves. Here we are. I'm too close to the vehicle. Right, where do we need to hand this in? Just behind us over there. I suppose it is a little bit cheesy to recover ourselves, but it's using what the game gives us to our advantage, isn't it, really? And it saves us taking fuel away from the airdrops, because I don't think the airdrops refuel themselves. Once you take it and it's all gone, it's gone. So it saves us wasting it from fuel when we don't need to. Right, let's deliver the supplies. That is the cache found and delivered. Task complete. And that is expedition complete. Right, we didn't drive for 160 meters in one go, all your tires are flat. I thought we did probably close to that. They're saying we didn't. Fair enough. We used the anchor less than 3 times. I think we used it once. An expedition complete. 40,900 credits. We're static. You found it. We're convinced it's already been found and sold at some antique store where we'd never find it. We've gained the gearbox for an off-road gearbox for the AFIM S1960, which we don't have. There we go. Mission complete. Job done. Head back to headquarters with an extra 43,000 credits and see what's next. Well, I think we're sticking Coconino while we're here until it tells us we need to go back or out to somewhere else. I think we stick to where we are, as we're already in Coconino. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to have to leave because the next mission for Coconino. I know we can stay. It's all good. Mystery of the Red Water is the next one. This is for Terra Scout Geological. This is different. It's a long way away. I've just seen how far we're going to go. One of our water reservoirs has taken on a concerning red hue. While the water's colour may change for many different reasons, we need to investigate this case to evaluate risks. We'd like you to deploy hydro monitoring systems to determine the source of the red water. We also need to take a hydrologist with us and some cargo for the monitoring system. Not too far according to what it says. Off-road truck required, watery terrain. Rewards 25,000. Take less than 40 damage from tyre inflation. That's fine. Complete an expedition. Use 70 litres of fuel with your throttle pedal down. Okay, that's interesting. Definitely an interesting one. We gain a rock crawler kit for the Step 310E. And we gain a gateway to Sonoran Desert and an outpost as well, which will be a new map as part of Arizona. I just had a thought. Can we go back to redo these? I wonder if we can go back to redo the bits we didn't complete. But then I don't know what them tokens are for, to be fair. Not something we've really had to deal with. Okay, trucks. Generally you want to take 2, just in case of an issue. Off-road truck required. So, let's have a look. We haven't still got any heavy trucks, have we? We've got the Action, the Lodestar, Action, the Step. This gives us an upgrade for the Step as well, this mission. We've got the Step SE there. Have we used the Step SE? I'm not sure if we have. It's the better version of that one. We'll have a quick look in the truck store. We want off-road, don't we, those two? So Lodestar we don't own. The base Lodestar we don't own. We do own the Lodestar SE, which is DLC. Mercedes-Benz, and then not enough. These are expensive. And obviously the ones that are unlocked later on between missions, I think. Yeah, complete mission there. We've got some upgrades for the AFIM. We will complete Out of the Dirt. I think we use what we've got. I don't think we've used, if I remember correctly, I don't think we've used the Step 310 SE. It looks to be a decent one. I think we used the Action, didn't we, previously? So let's use this one as we've not used it. We must have used it because of the bed that's on the back, to be fair. Got anything we need to add on? We've got searchlight already on. Can add on a bumper if we wanted to. A bull bar bumper. We've only got stock currently. It's only 500. Let's put that on. Better protection. We've got the spotlight. Emergency reserves. Where do they actually live, the emergency reserves? Increased supply of resource that can come in handy. It's only 5 spare parts, 30 fuel, 7 kilometer battery charge and spare wheels. Nah, don't really need it. Enough bars, side mounted racks. Spare wheel mount. Side mounted racks are interesting. Where do they go? I'm just trying to see if I can see them. Only because then you get 2 more extra slots for resources. They're only 500 actually, it's not bad. Fill the slots. So we have a light kit B. Oh, that's already on the roof. So we can have fuel, battery pack, spare parts. I think a battery pack's handy. Although saying that, we're not going to be using metal detector, are we here? I like doing a metal detector on this one. And spare parts. Exhaust is stock. They don't actually change anything, do they? I think that's all just cosmetic. Right. I was thinking, do we take... This can't actually have the metal detector on it, to be fair. Currently got the modular platform. So we can have a second thing on the back. We can't have a metal detector, which would be the one we really want. If we're going to use something to find what's around us, that would be what we'd use, to be fair. We can keep the modular platform. Now, upgrades. What have we got here that we can use? So we have got the upgraded engine here. So we're currently A minus, B plus, B plus. And the next engine, the 1240, goes from an A minus to an A. B plus strength stays the same, but fuel consumption goes down from B plus to B. We gain more power. So it's only fuel efficiency that's the issue. I think we take the increased power. We're starting to spend a bit of money as well. High range gearbox, that increases our fuel efficiency. It does say we lose a bit of strength, but I wonder if because we gained, that puts our fuel efficiency back. That might be worth doing, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Lift kit's already on. Tyre wise, we're currently using the 42-inch UODs. Extended winch is already on there. Engageable diff lock. Twin snorkels. That's fine. Okay, that's our vehicle of choice. The step E. So what we want to do with this, frame modules is already on. Inventory space. Now we have to take this. This is the hydro monitoring system. We have to take that. We can take additional fuel on the sides and spare parts. To be fair, I might even take more fuel. I don't know if we need it all. I think we'll sell whatever we don't need anyway. We'll take the anchors as well. I'm finding the anchors are quite handy. That's interesting. You can place a GPS tracker and an airdrop, and it sells the remaining stuff inside it. That's quite an interesting one, to be fair. Okay, I think we're good there. Do we take a second vehicle as a backup? We have started to do this. We've not needed it so far, but I think it is handy to have. I think the Lodestar is probably the better one. We had it previously. Again, this can have spare fuel and stuff. I don't think it needs... We might not even use it at all. But just in case, I think we do that. Whatever we don't use will end up being sold, so it's not the end of the world. And that has got the metal detector on it. Okay, we need a hydrologist as well. And we've only got one to pick from. The others are still locked. So this is Anwar Farsi. We've used him previously. Underwater damage. He reduces that. There you go. Operators for the drone, if you think we want to use the drone more. No, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're set up 2 vehicles just in case one vehicle struggles. Watery terrain as well. Let's give this a go. So we want the main aim is to use the Lodestar. No, it's to use the step is the aim, and the Lodestar's the backup. That's the thinking. Oh, we've only got about 5 minutes. I didn't realize the time. Well, we can start this mission. We won't finish it by the looks of things, though. Okay, so it says we've already explored 4% of where we're going. We're heading there, essentially. Some of these bridges and these avalanches we do want to try and clear on the way, I think. Like this one here, potentially, as well. Our main thing to start with, though, is crossing the river. That's the main thing, it seems. We need to change vehicle because we're in the wrong one. we want to be the one there. I can't change vehicle. I think it's because of where we are. I might have to drive this further forward first. Yeah, we can trade, but that I don't want to trade. I want to stop vehicle. Right, stop there. Change truck. There we go. Okay, so we've got to head towards the water. We don't need anything else on us. We're good. Well, yeah, we haven't got long left. We'll hopefully get to the water maybe before we have to stop today. Can't believe 3.5 hours have flown. I think we've done a decent amount though. We've done a lot more in Coconino. A lot more. The map has opened up now. Still only one outpost though, but we have done a couple of expeditions. And we brought out our first vehicle. The Scout 800 is back from SnowRunner. Well, we still use it. SnowRunner will be back on the channel soon. Far episodic content. I'm getting there with it. So we'll have more episodic content back very, very soon. Having the Wednesday to try and get ahead and do stuff is actually helping. Because I'm less drowsy in the mornings than I am in the afternoons. That's the thing. Just using that time as much as I can to get stuff done. Hence why we're not streaming tomorrow. But we are back on Thursday with more Expeditions MudRunner. That'll be Thursday. And then we're back in Kingdom Come Deliverance on Friday. Tomorrow morning there will be the 21st channel Platinum video if it goes to Yotai. That video goes live tomorrow. I think it's like 9 AM, but I need to double check. Let's get the water. See if we can get the water crossing them before we finish. It might not actually. Oh wow. Time is flying. This vehicle is really nice to drive though, as we've used it already today. Just handles everything. There's the water crossing. Damage to the engine, we're okay. It's going a bit too quick when it hit the rock under the water there. Right, set across. I do like the actual way the water works on this, the actual current flowing. It looks so good. In other games you see the water, it doesn't really flow. Yeah, I think they've done a good job of that. I know a lot of people have criticised this game because it's released. I actually like the idea behind it. I do think the Expedition's a bit stop-start. I get the reason in the way it works. It works because of why it happens that way. It is very stop-start. Now we know as well missions can't be partly done and then come back to. You have to do them there and then, otherwise it resets them. That's an interesting one, which we've learned today. But again, it does kind of make sense. That's the other thing. There we go, we're across the water. I'm not 100% sure where the last save point will be, to be fair. I don't know if we need to do an airdrop or just stop where we are. Maybe it's an auto save system, so might quickly head to the airdrop just to see if that is a save point, just in case. Hopefully. So there is a dinosaur bone here. I thought we might as well take it with us. We can sell it at the end. I think they're just sellables, is what I think. I don't think they're for anything else. I don't know if there maybe there is something else I'm meant to use them for, but I believe it is just sellable. We shall see. I could be completely wrong. But we are unfortunately out of time for today. We will hopefully we'll pick this back up on Thursday morning. But I think we've done 2 to 3 expeditions. I think today we've done, and we've brought the Scout 800 back into the team as well. After well, we actually rolled it again in this, actually, to be fair. It's our most rolled vehicle in SnowRunner, and we've actually managed to roll it in this. But it actually worked out really well to our advantage, which is good. But that is us done for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back on Thursday with more Expeditions, a MudRunner game. Friday, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the 21st Channel Platinum video tomorrow morning. Check that out. But that is us. A massive thank you, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.